Okay, so just roll quickly. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. It's
In a twist that nobody expected. Is the recap.
So, as I was saying, I'm familiar with the ways of the dice. I can almost call it on a coin flip. So, last time we left off, we had departed with the guards, the elven guards, from Lowry's home, or Lowry's family's home, to attend the trial. Along our journey there, they went through some sort of a gate, like a little teleporter gate, to essentially fast travel there. During that time, we had to wait in jail cells until the trial began, where through questionable decision making, we gave the youngest party member a drink, an alcoholic drink, you know.
Nah, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
But, and after the ensuing trial, we discovered that the proper protocols were not followed, raising quite a bit of suspicion around the overall investigation of the death of Lowry's mother. So, at the wishes of the I can't remember her name, basically the head elf, the head honcho in charge.
Ian Omana.
Yeah, her. We set off to go and fetch the body so it could be properly examined. And we were given if I'm not mistaken, a 2-week deadline.
Correct.
But said trip there and back would be longer than 2 weeks.
It would be 2 weeks exactly.
2 weeks exactly. I thought it was 2 weeks there.
It was 1 week to get there and 1 week to come back. Okay. And there was no room for error.
I gotcha. Well, thanks to the mysterious traveler Arthur suddenly being in the wagon, he decided to lend a friendly, quote-unquote, because I still am not trusting it, hand, and basically just cut our journey in half by instantly putting us back at the home. After fetching the body, we were attacked by an assassin who, after one hit downing a party member, we were like, he is very dangerous.
And then we killed him dead.
Yeah, no. Well, there depends on we. There's half the party that didn't do any damage, and half the party that did.
Oh, half the party that went completely apeshit.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So, long story short, we wound up with a very mangled corpse of a former assassin.
With the face still intact, mind you.
Yeah, more like
Gadrin taught Kai how to dismember a corpse.
Horrible.
So they decided to string the body up in the front as a warning, and called it a night there. And if I'm not mistaken, we are picking up from the morning of.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's right. So let us begin the next episode of Quarrels of Quadruin. So, all of you wake up feeling better tonight, although not 100% right. It's important to note that Lowry, you have gotten up a little bit earlier than everyone else, just to finish working on the little upgrades that you promised everyone. So you're downstairs, just working on the last few finishing touches on the armor, weapons, and even a little bit of Kai's ring.
Okay.
The rest of you wake up, and you immediately make your way downstairs to grab a little bit of breakfast. Naturally, you're not exactly planning on staying too long. even if you have given a whole extra week, you do still have a mission to fulfill. And knowing that there could be others out there that may or may not try to stop you, you want to do this as quickly as possible.
That is reasonable.
Yep. Okay, so wait, I'll just quickly make sure people know what they've got in terms of these things
yeah.
I've been doing.
Yeah, go ahead.
So Gadron has what weapon did you originally have?
2 + 1 short swords.
Okay. So 2. Did you dual wield them?
Yeah, I was dual wielding.
Do they count as one weapon for most stuff in that case, or would they count as
no,
separate?
they
I
count
think
as
they
one.
count as separate weapons.
they
So
count as
if I
separate.
was to give one of them +1,
He'd just have one attack that's magical and gets a +1 and one that doesn't.
Okay.
So.
Yeah.
Basically, I think same with Jameson. I think it is literally just it's basically the same for everyone. It's just everyone gets +1 on the thing that they asked for. So Gadron has +1 on their weapon. Jameson has +1 on defense, and Kai has +1 on magic.
Yeah.
Is there like is there like an aesthetic to the upgrade you gave?
Yeah.
I gave you my ring.
I was thinking for your ring, does it have a gem in the top of it?
Yes.
I was thinking maybe I might have like chiseled some sort of magic symbol in the top of the ring, and maybe.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah. Swords, I don't know. I don't really know how you improve a sword other than sharpen it, maybe.
You're able to. You do know a few basic runes that your mother used to teach you. It's a bit. Just remember, you are like you use a little mix of both magic and science.
We could probably say like maybe there was somewhere around the handle or the handguard, maybe some leather with some like insignia on it was wrapped around it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grin and just go, thank you, and then just kind of look up. Is it wrong to say I can't hope to cross our path today?
We'll say morally grey. They're definitely on the darker side of the shades of grey.
Yeah, Gadget. Well. No point wasting time like this.
Yeah, I mean, isn't it natural to want to try out new you've just received?
Gadget's like, I'll wait till we find another assassin.
I think for Jameson, we could literally just say that I tempered the metal. Like, I feel like that's something that
improved metal studs.
Yeah, basically.
Works for me.
Okay then. I'm happy to head off whenever. But if there's anything you guys want to do beforehand.
Well, you say that, but out of the corner of your eye, Gadron, you notice something that looks a bit like a typical kettle, but it's filled with water. It is steaming, and yet there's any sort of fire underneath it.
What in the... Is that supposed to do that? Is it... Well, how is it... What? Yeah, and I'm pointing at the kettle thing.
What? Oh! I'm assuming you expected that to be a fire under it.
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry. It's not too complicated. Basically, my dad and I kind of discovered a gem which produces heat, and we managed to mess around with it enough to kind of amplify that to such a degree that it could just boil water when we put water over it. So we basically just built it into the base of this device, and if you put water in it, it boils. For basically.
So like a fire spell, but without the caster.
Yeah, and just permanent, and also no fire, so it's safe.
I see.
Well, relatively. Pulling a
I'll
disc
I'll kind of,
wall.
I'm just gonna kind of go. I'm just gonna kind of stand over to it. How hot does it get?
Enough that the water can boil, so I wouldn't touch it.
I'll withdraw away from it. Understood.
Yeah, that's how the oven works as well. You can basically just you can control how hot these things get as well with lenses. So yeah.
That's interesting.
I'm probably just gonna go and head back. I imagine we probably put the grave
Have we
back
had
in the lab.
breakfast?
Oh,
Have we
shoot, I
had
don't know.
breakfast by this point?
Breakfast. There are a few bread rolls.
I imagine last night we would have probably prepared some food to bring with us on the journey as well.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll allow that.
Oh yeah.
And yes, okay, so yeah, I'll just eat my bread roll in silence, I think.
Gadrin eats his in one bite.
So
is it a bite if it's one thing?
One minute it's in his hand, and then you blink, and suddenly you just see his cheeks are a little more stuffed.
I just kind of
his hand's in the exact same place, like his body is like in the exact same position it was. You just blinked, and now just the bread isn't in his hand anymore.
You have to really be listening to even hear it's like just little.
Okay, I'm gonna go get the grave, the coffin even. So,
do we know which way we're going?
Yeah, well, for the most part, the one you took before, the one that leads to the teleporting gate.
Yeah, but we don't have a gate. So...
But you do have to go past that in order to get to South Serene. You just don't have the permission to teleport with him. No, you just end up being more of a check-in gate, like you see on the motorways.
Yeah, just like, can I see your license?
Like, sir, I'm gonna have to see some ID.
I'm just going to see my Under Armour.
Okay. Oh yeah, you'll get on the horse, who I believe was named what it was.
Bartholomew.
Bartholomew. Okay, I'm gonna call him Barty for short.
Oh wait, no, I was wrong. It was Barnaby. Bartholomew was a different one.
Yeah, Barnaby the horse.
Okay. Okay, so
once everyone's loaded and we have the casket in, can I put the owlbear pelt kind of over the casket? Just to avoid drawing any more attention, because as we saw very plainly last night, there are some potentially more dangerous people who would not be too keen about us seeing or moving the casket.
Are we taking the headless?
I would imagine we are.
Yeah, we're just parading around on that.
It's evident.
I would like to request we keep it at the back of the wagon. Actually tilt it at an angle so nothing drips in the wagon. If there's anything to drip at this point,
I don't think there is. I don't think there is.
Yeah.
There could be still some odd viscera that could fall, and I don't want it on my wagon.
Okay, I will say that I'm just going to add quickly that the working weapons also managed to find a quick way to make the bags waterproof so that nothing can accidentally soak through.
Cool. Good.
So there won't be any suspicious red stains in the wagon.
That would be quite funny. Just like, hello, we're back, and they're just like, why is there blood coming out of your backpack?
Like, oh, don't worry. This isn't from Rainier. This is someone else entirely.
Yeah, it's this guy.
Pulls out the head. Anyway, so you all set off through the same path you went before. Can I just quickly ask you guys to make a perception check as you leave?
I knew it was coming.
There's always a perception check to be made.
Yeah, perception. Hey, you never know. Perception checks don't always result in fights.
Tom's just doing it to scare us.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, I have done that before.
Oh yeah.
17.
It's called karma. 15,
Oh,
17, 11.
And our nearsighted friend, what do you see?
Wrong
that is
ball.
Either way, 4. Okay, so
Zero.
I'm gonna try again. It's the wrong dice. Doesn't count.
Okay.
9.
Okay.
The blindless lives for another day.
So, Kai, you're a little distracted by your new ring. Like, you were pretty fascinated at just this new rune that seems to glow on the gem. And you say you're pretty grateful to what Lowry managed to do. Such intricately designed detail on such a small ring. It's impressive. Everyone else? Lowry, you're just looking ahead. Gadron and NOOO are especially on guard. Both of your instincts are pushed up to 11 at this point. Gadron with your natural half-orc instincts and experience in battle. NOOO, your old instincts from your former life.
And a little paranoia.
Yeah. I mean, tomato, tomato, really, in that case.
Yeah.
Yeah, one man's caution is another man's paranoia.
So in this case, one man's caution is the same man's paranoia.
Yeah.
But which are we talking about, Jameson or Nor?
That's when you got the potato.
Yeah. That's a yeah. Big Jameson's the potato because that doesn't exist. Because no one says potato.
Tomato, potato, come on.
Anyway, so you guys are going along. You guys do see there's a couple of animals that do take notice of you. You do see a few birds that fly by that are just covered in so many different colors. There's a fox that seems to be following you a little bit from the side, trying to hide, but Gadron, you do notice it.
I just give it a look.
Right as you look to it, it sort of ducks its head behind a log.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, it's overall.
What did you think?
Don't worry. God, just like, I knew you were a coward.
Like, yeah, fucking bitch. Okay. It's quite peaceful at that point. And after a few hours by now, the sun has definitely risen by this point, and you approach the same gate that you were at before. And sure enough, there's some familiar guards that you saw. Excuse me.
Bless you.
They are there, and they see you approaching. And they go.
Oh, what'd you say was approaching?
The guards saw you approaching. All 4 of you. So they go, "You there? What? State your names, please."
Gadron and Bloody. We're, and these are my friends. This is Kai, Lowry, and Jameson.
Yeah, he turns to... he turns to see where the he jumps back like, he's like, and a few other guards behind him are also pretty scared. You can see one of them just mouthing very quietly, like, "Wait, those things can talk." And it's just like,
We're on official business from your boss. You know, we're bringing a body back to see if it was killed maliciously or if it just died.
He's confused and just Lowry and goes, what, is this true?
Yes. Sorry, this is official business. I thought you would have been notified about this.
He goes, just give me 1 minute.
Okay.
He goes back into a small.
Just before he does, can I make an insight? Just
That
to
is true.
gauge.
He may just be trying. To...
Yeah, go ahead.
I will make him 16.
Oh, nice.
16. You do. He's very confused. He's been very taken aback by the first one to talk was the half orc. And he goes into the shack to check. It takes a couple seconds, and he goes, "Yes, of course. I apologize. That's right. I remembered you were there just yesterday.
You were, yes.
I don't know how you managed to get sweet, but it is true that we have received word that the council has given you specific orders.
Friends in high places.
Like, he goes.
That's one way to say it.
He goes, well, you're from other countries, so I suppose you'll have your methods. And he goes, well, I suppose in that case, we can let you through. Unfortunately, due to your status, we cannot use the teleportation gate to take the long way through. Just be warned. Due to the way we use these gates here, most of the actual forest, there are a few villages here and there, although most of the forest itself is rather untamed. We have made paths and that sort of thing, but just be on the lookout for any beasts that may be roaming. Some of them are a little more aggressive than others.
Yeah, got your nuts.
Thank you.
Are some of said beasts prehistoric creatures that should be extinct by now?
The elf is just like, what?
Well, this place is rather, due to the natural density of this forest, this place is protected from other. It manages to protect some creatures that would not survive in other environments, such as those that were originally hunted to extinction in Misstroke, or those who could not survive the more harsher environments of Vagalad or Skaswak. It's far more natural, and that's why there's such magical energy here. It's why us elves.
That does explain certain things.
And he got right before he lets you go. He does he beckons Lowry to just kind of come a little closer so he can just whisper something to you.
I'll kind of hop down and walk over.
Just letting you know, is it normal for he kind of points at Gadron and goes, for him to be unrestrained?
Oh yes, he's fine. Don't worry about it.
Are you sure? Because
yeah, it's fine. Sorry to worry you. No,
no, it's fine. I was just wondering that what I'm not sure how to put this, but you can kind of see in his face the way he's seeing it. It's kind of like those, you know, those pictures of like Russian people that share beers with like grizzly bears.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. To him, it's like that. Just this half orc just sitting there casually talking to people. And it's like, I mean, it's just last time you came through, he was all in chains, and here he is.
He wouldn't hurt.
Talking. I didn't know. I didn't know you could talk.
Oh yeah, he gets. No, it's fine. Look, don't worry about it. He wouldn't hurt. Well, no, don't worry about it. It's fine.
He kind of just looks at you with an eyebrow raised, like, very well. Just be careful.
Okay. Thank you.
And he goes, right. You're all free to go on. Be safe. And
Thank you.
best of luck on your best of luck on your mission.
You too.
As you guys leave, you do see him just out from a sort of back pocket. He takes out a small flask and begins to unscrew it as you guys leave.
I
probably
think
think
it's too
he's
early in
already
the morning
had
for this
too
kind of
much.
shenanigans for him.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
racism can be funny if used respectfully.
Tom 2021.
if used to mock the racists, then it's fine.
Yes, that's the point. Like,
Yep.
racism is funny if the racists are the ones
Mocked.
that are the victims in this case. Well, not victims, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, he's the butt of the joke.
Yes.
Yeah.
Poor
So
guy
yeah,
just
I
doesn't
guess
know any better.
we just continue onward.
Yeah. Everything's going
Yeah, Gadget
fine.
Gadget gives that
You go through and the forest.
Gadget gives that real look. What were you guys talking about?
It's fine. Don't worry about it. He's just kind of a bit unnerved by stuff, but it's all good. They're just
Yeah,
a bit
Gadget.
odd.
Yeah, Gadget just smiles. Of course she is.
Anyway, we should really get on our way. I'll start
Yeah.
moving again.
Well, you're all going forward. Barnaby is making his way. I'm so glad we called him that. As you go through, you do notice the paths become far less paved per se. It becomes more of a thin dirt road.
They talk up their big city so much. Suppose they put all their resources into that, huh?
It's a bit of a waste if you ask me.
Yes, all of those.
Lowry, you
Although
know it's because that the
powerful-
elves are very particular about preserving nature.
Okay.
It's one of their ways of honoring Proscenius,
Hmm.
who
Who's
the
that?
god. Yeah, Proscenius, the god of nature and theatre.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
someone that
Kai
Kai
will
is
be
very familiar with.
Well,
So as
yeah,
you go.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you guys. Go.
As you go along, there's a few more animals, some bigger than others. You do see, like, there's a... As you go through, you do see a few... You can hear several interesting bugs as you walk through. You see more animals, more foxes, a few deer that go here and there. You come across a gorilla that's just eating some fruit who just kind of looks at you.
Yeah, I look at it back and just nod.
It kind of just... weirdly enough, it manages to nod back at you. And then just immediately goes back to eating fruit, because it can tell you're not a threat, because you're just walking by. And you're in the area that's outside its territory.
The gorilla is going to come back if our wagon ever breaks and we need something to glue it back together.
I was not expecting that reference. Oh, Jesus.
Oh dear.
Cholera glue.
Wow. Wow, that's... Oh my god, I'm half tempted to give you inspiration just for that. I'm not going to, because it doesn't actually do anything within the game, but damn, that was... caught me off guard.
Forgive me, but I don't understand the reference.
Oh, you never heard of Gorilla Glue?
Oh, right, Gorilla Glue. I get it. Okay.
Yeah, in all of the adverts for that, someone breaks something and then a gorilla shows up.
Oh dear.
We did that together.
It's a magical gorilla.
Oh yeah, with glue.
Okay,
Okay.
where are we
And
going?
then
Yeah. So, you guys just going through, it's normal. So at one point, Gadron and Nor, you guys still looking out, and you do hear a shuffling in the trees.
Mm.
I I just shout out, hello!
I would like to turn my eyes to where I think the noise came from.
I might do that too.
I'll do the same.
Actually, I'll keep my eye on the road if no one else is
Lowry,
doing
you
that.
don't you don't know about it. You just
Okay.
hear you just hear Gadron yell hello for some reason.
I'm guessing the same will apply to me.
I mean, yeah.
So does saying hello do anything?
You just hear a little more shuffling. No answer.
Do I see anything?
Make another perception check.
Very middle of the road, that.
Yeah.
You can see a cloaked figure sort of jumping through the trees, keeping an eye on you.
All right.
Oh.
I'll kind of pull out my my short bow and say, "All right, eyes up. Someone's up there." And I kind of nod towards the trees where I see it.
I'll look upwards.
I'll just kind of sigh and then ready a spell.
I look up at the trees again and just like, he's rather rude.
You a bandit?
Yeah, pirate. Yeah, pirates give back greetings. Bandits, they just don't care.
Tom, when I said ready a spell, I meant like ready as in like the mechanic ready.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, okay, just figured I'd
So, which spell are you readying?
acid arrow, I think. I'm just reading through it now to make sure it's the right one for the situation. But yes, yeah, I'll use that.
Okay. So you reach into some of your belongings, and with a little shape of your fingers, you find a few metal rods that are able to shape into an arrow, and put out coating it in the substance.
Does he
The
respond
hooded
at all?
figure. The hooded figure doesn't seem to. He just kind of looks at you.
I'll kind of holler up. You know, we see you. What do you want?
He starts making a few hand signals.
Yeah, Gadget. Yeah, Gadget looks at Jameson. Is that supposed to mean something?
I saw the
Does it mean anything to me? Do any of these hand signals, gestures mean anything to me?
Possibly. Depending on this next question. Depending on the answer of this next question. What's your armor class?
16.
16. As you're watching him, you do just hear something being pulled behind you. You turn around at the last second, you swerve out the way as an arrow it goes right past you and just lands straight into the wagon itself. And as you turn around, you see two more hooded figures, both with arrows drawn.
Good thing I has it ready.
Roll initiative,
Gadget stands up to his full height
motherfuckers.
and draws both swords.
Yeah, I'm gonna ready my hands.
I'm glad that I already took my bow out, as I had said. I
Yeah.
suspected as much.
What is wrong? Oh, there it is. Yo!
9.
Nice.
Okay, well, my-
Okay. Damn.
my
nice.
Your acid arrow
Yeah.
is just gonna go right off then.
Yeah.
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 And
so
actually,
readied action means that you kind of just go.
Yeah, it goes anywhere. I
versus-
think,
yeah.
doesn't it?
So
Yeah,
you're basically gonna go twice in a row. That's,
Yeah, I get 2.
Because
Okay.
I can tell you now with the initiative I rolled earlier, you are definitely gonna be first.
Do I need to? I need to check if the arrow hits.
First,
even
let me
though
just
it's
put
ready
in
to go
the
first.
initiative order, and then I will.
Okay. I won't.
Yeah,
I won't. Send this
Yeah.
shit.
do stuff.
I just love
Quick
the lead up
question.
to that moment where it's just like, do these hand signals mean anything? Well, that depends on your answer to the next question.
What's your armor class?
That's
Hand signals.
That's one thing That's probably one strength of mine that I've noticed as a DM. I'm pretty good at build up.
Yeah.
Ever since the first session. Quick. Also, Matt, what's Nor's dex total?
My total or my mod?
Total
16.
16. Okay.
I just realized that perfectly matched my AC.
You don't see that every day. Certainly not in Gadget. My armor
Yeah.
class is more than double my dexterity.
Yeah, well, you don't really need dexterity. Because you use which does not take dexterity into account.
Of course.
So,
Dexterity just holds me back from showing off the gun.
hold me back, bro. Hold me back. Hold me back.
Where's your strength, Rack?
19.
Okay. So you're just off having the 20.
Yep. Next level up, I'm
I
going
have-
to put it into
yeah.
that.
Yeah, I have 20 charisma, so I get a +9 to attacks.
Okay. So, Lowry,
Yeah.
because it's your turn, you can
Roll.
just go ahead and straight ahead and roll for that acid arrow.
Okay.
Zach.
15.
15. Just barely misses, unfortunately.
Damn. Okay, well, I will just ready another one and go again.
Okay.
6. Damn it! 15
man.
again.
does
So
that
you've ready 2 arrows and immediately just fly them forward with a snap of your fingers as they go through with a mind of their own. But the 2 archers, they just dodge at the same time. These guys are experienced, clearly.
Although I'm just reading the spell description. On a miss, the arrow splashes the target with acid for half as much of the initial damage, and no damage on the end of its turn. So basically, it still takes 2d4. So
Oh yeah,
4d4
damn, I didn't
total.
know that earlier.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
So I'll correct what I said. It goes past. They dodge. They're not expecting a few acid drops to just kind of splash onto them as it flies. Dodge out the way, think it's a normal arrow, and then they just flinch. So wait, are you attacking 1 archer or 2?
I'll do the same one twice.
Okay, which one? 2?
The one
2 or
that
3?
wasn't not the one that was behind us. The one that we were originally looking at in the
Okay,
trees.
so that would be the first one.
First one.
Okay. So go ahead and roll for damage then.
Okay, we'll do. Greg, what did you say the damage was?
It's half of 4d4, so
2d4.
All right.
Since you do it twice, then...
And no
back
plus
to
6
four.
or anything. So
No.
No.
So 3 and
2d4. 5.
3 plus 5. That is 8 damage.
And so basically, he just like, ha! You missed! Ah!
Yeah, sounds about right.
Basically, well, that he doesn't actually say anything. He sees that and goes. You just see him. You can just see his eyes kind of glaring at you as he takes out his own bow and aims it straight at you in retaliation.
Oh, bruh, I've made a mistake. Okay. My armor
And
class up.
he is going to.
My AC is 14.
That's going to be an 18. Okay, so yeah, it hits.
14.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it hits.
Okay.
I can tell you that. So,
It hits Quadruin.
yeah, that's gonna be it. So that is going to be a. I need to get my other dice because I forgot to do that because I'm silly.
Yeah, silly little DM.
Stop that! That's silly.
Oh my god! Sorry, I had a whole conversation about Monty Python earlier.
we watched Holy Grail during the holidays a couple
it's
days
so
ago.
Dude, Monty
So
Python. That's
Monty Python is legendary.
Yeah,
it's
it's
so
genuinely
stupid.
Life of Brian is much of that works.
Holy Grail is like Life of Brian has a better story, but Holy Grail is just so quotable.
I find
Oh,
Now for something completely different is my personal favorite. That's just
That's
I think that's
I
the
like
funniest.
that's pretty good as well. 'Cause that's just like their
two
whole sketches
is too
remastered.
early.
Yeah, it's literally just
Four
like
is
it's literally
too
just
late.
all of their best.
Five
stuff.
is right out. Okay,
Oh dear. I
So,
did not expect.
Lowry,
I did not
you are
expect
going-
us to segue into a Monty Python reference.
Oh,
Let this
Yeah,
sign
Nobody
hold
expects us to
hand
go off
grenade,
into a Monty Python reference.
blow them into itty bitty bits by your mercy.
and who though in his mercy shall snuff it.
Anyway, D&D.
Yes. So Lowry, you take 9 points of piercing damage.
oh, phew. Okay.
Yeah, don't worry. There isn't going to be.
But now
sudden,
roll
poison
Constitution for the poison.
No, not again.
That'll be 30 damage.
I'm not. I'm
so you
not
made
pulling
the
that
save.
shit. I'm not going to pull that shit if I've got 2 of them on you. Don't worry.
Roll a
balance
dex saving throw for the fireball that was within the arrow.
To watch it explode into a crown of madness.
Roll a strength save to see if you instantly die.
Okay, so right, so that's it done, and it's going, and it does that, and as it does hit you, you do notice the arrow is glowing slightly. That's left a small mark on you. It doesn't hurt you, but it glows on you, and you notice that archer's eyes are also glowing. You don't know what it means, but it can't be good.
Do I see this?
Yes.
Can I like check and see if I know what it is?
Roll investigation.
Okay. Investigation. Okay.
Yes.
Plus 6. 23.
Damn. You've heard of your dad doing this for a few people before. He's told you about it. It's something known as it's a certain spell that some people can enchant onto their bows, known as the Archer's Eye. Now that you've been marked by this archer, the next attack it does on you could be more dangerous.
Okay. And I'm assuming it can't just be like, yeah. I'm assuming he can't just like wipe it off. It's like permanent until they do their next attack.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So it's not really something I can really warn about. I'll just go like, oh, okay. Just whatever you do, don't get shot in the next few minutes.
So far it's only affecting you, Lowry.
Oh, right. Okay.
I
I thought the splash was on them, but okay, damn.
No. Well, his eyes are
That's
glowing, but there's also a mark on you. You can see like a small
Yeah.
rune around.
Okay,
where you
I
were
thought
hit.
it was on. Yeah.
No, it's
I
just
will-
I'll go ahead and reply to that of, I always tend to try to avoid being shot.
That's a fair
say
point.
that, and it's your go.
All right, and with that, I would like to turn around because I know one person behind me shot an arrow. So I imagine he would be like reaching back for another at this point.
Yes.
So the one who hasn't fired, I would like to take a shot at him.
Okay. Well, that'll be number 3 then. Just
right, and
about ready
since-
his bow. He's about to fire.
So since he has yet to make a move, I can do my assassinate. Correct?
Yes. Wait. Remind me. Does assassinate? do it have
There's
to be
two parts to it. It says surprise attacks crit, and I have advantage versus targets that I haven't moved.
Okay. Well, this isn't a surprise attack because they technically surprised you.
Yeah, I'm just here for the advantage part, though.
That works. Okay, that is acceptable. I will.
Yeah, I think
Go ahead.
sneaker works. Assassin.
Yeah.
Assassinate works. Sneak attack doesn't. I think.
No, sneak attack still
No,
does.
because
Sneak
he
attack
has
works.
advantage. He
Oh no!
automatically.
Oh yeah, because you have advantage. It works.
Yeah. Yeah, you won't for the next time you attack because
Yeah,
by this point
we're at a range here.
Yeah.
Plus, let's see, it's my short bow. Of course. Thank you, dice.
Unfortunately, that will
Hey,
miss.
you don't even gotta tell me. I already knew.
You basically tried to quick draw it, and you draw.
One of these days, it will
do
hit.
that, but your hands are a little shaky from the the arrow that just barely missed you. You're a little high strung. Something that your bow unfortunately wasn't.
All right. Well, can I hop out of the wagon and try and break, like, move to the tree line a little bit and try and hide, break line of sight? You know.
They do have eyes advantage, so they will see you move. So I'm going to ask you to roll stealth with disadvantage in this case, because there are 3 of you. There are 3 of them.
All right. Let's see. What's It's a 9. I 4 rolls and I can't break over a 4.
Unfortunately, yeah, they see you.
You weren't joking when you said the dice despise you.
Yeah, I was dead
not
serious.
A good day.
Rest in peace, Nor.
this is how he dies.
We will never know his
Yeah, I
secrets.
think we just gotta hope it isn't quite that bad. Yeah, damn, yeah, we'll never know his secrets.
I take him to the
Okay.
grave.
So with that, it's Kai's to go. Go ahead.
Okay. I think I'm gonna look at the man above me, and I'm just going to cast a Chaos Bolt at him.
All right.
28 to hit.
That hits.
I'm not
All right.
surprised.
Yeah, that's a nat 19. That easily hits.
I'll spend a sorcery point to reroll the 3 and the 2.
All right.
Try if I can do it this way as well.
Ah!
That ended up worse. Damn.
That made it worse.
Oh well.
So,
Okay.
so you have to take the.
Yeah, I still have to.
new
I
roll,
still
I
lose
assume.
the sorcery.
Okay, so that's going to be 8 points.
I'll check empowered spell. I think you do. You do have to use the new rolls.
You do? Okay.
Yeah, I think
So-
that's true.
Okay.
But yeah,
So-
that's the guy who Lowry already hit.
Okay. So yeah, that's going to be the guy. As his eyes glowing, he looks as he sees, and he takes 8 points of what kind of damage was it?
Let's see. Oh, it's so in keeping with the theme, we'll go acid. So it's like, yeah, it's a bolt of acid.
So he barely hangs onto a branch as he's knocked forward, and you can see his face is now red and kind of steaming a bit. So you have Elf Two-Face.
Two things.
Do you have any bonus actions?
2 questions. Not any that I want to use. 2 questions though. On how hurt's he looking now, and did that affect the spell he cast at all?
Unfortunately, his eyes are still glowing. The spot on Lowry's body is still there.
Okay.
He's looking. It's definitely stinging, but he is still definitely focused. He is not breaking down.
All right. Yeah.
And with that, the guy who is now going to, he sees Nor running along and goes ahead and loads 2 arrows, onto them, and he is going to. The first attack will. That's going to be 12, so that misses. So first arrow just kind of flies past Nor. Second one hits. So
Who is it that's firing this, you said?
it's the second archer, the one that fired the first one initially. So he's firing at you, and he is
Alright.
going to deal. Oh wow, that's not very much. He's only going to deal 5 points of piercing damage.
Alright, not bad. I've definitely been hit by far, far worse.
Bugbears.
Bugbears, a slight breeze on a summer day. Hey, it's dangerous out there for me.
Yeah, I don't know how you cope.
You just push it deep down. That's all you can do.
Like what happened with your memories. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
okay, so it gets hit, and sure enough, now he's glowing, and so are you. So the same thing that was happening to Lowry, it's happening to you.
Alright, so keep out of the line of sight of that number 2.
Yep. So with that, it's Gadron's turn. Gadron, these guys are a few feet up in the air. You're on the ground, and as far as I remember, you don't have any ranged weapons. What the fuck are you planning on doing?
I am going to make a flying leap. No. Well, actually, Gadron's plan right now is to cut down the tree that the 2 archers are standing in.
That's pretty big brain, to be fair. I respect that.
Shit, I didn't put a stat block for the tree. I don't know what it's.
If you waited another turn, I could fireball the tree.
Not
Well,
a good
you know-
idea. You're in the middle of a forest.
I'm
And
aware.
let's not forget that elves consider it sacred. So
Yeah.
maybe not.
Also, one of your friends is trying to hide in the plant life. I'm not sure it's a good idea to hide in plant life
Also
that
a
is
good
on
point.
fire.
Another good point.
I know that as a DM, I should not be influencing you choose what you want, but in this case, please, come on, have some common sense.
In this case, I am influencing you.
You've already tried to influence me to not use ball in this way quite a few times.
Yes, because I have my limits. There are certain things that I don't like you doing. Wanton destruction is one of them. Come on, don't be like the murder hobos in the memes, George. You're better than this.
So I'm about to roll to cut down the tree.
Okay, go ahead, roll a yeah, we'll say it's a strength check.
Yeah, so that would be just the modifier, no proficiency.
Yes.
18.
You're able to just barely shake it a little bit. You're not able. You shake it enough to knock them off balance. So they're currently wait, which tree are you going for? Because they're not all in the same tree.
Oh.
2 are in one tree, 1 is in another.
Gadrin went for one of the ones he saw was glowing. So whichever one's closest between the 2.
In your case, one of the ones which has 2 of them, only one of them is glowing. So that'll be archers 2 and 3. So I'm gonna have them roll an acrobatics check. One of them fails, and the other one succeeds. So contesting your strength check. One of them is just barely able to just clamber on. Matt, you are our meme chronicler. So, so one of them is just able to hang on. The other one, the one that was glowing, actually, that was aiming at Nor, just poof, falls onto the ground. Doesn't take any falling damage, but but is quite a bit dazed. And actually, because he rolled so low, I'm going to rule that he is currently prone.
Hey.
Yes. So I get advantage on all 3 of my attacks this round.
Oh my god.
I'm going to say, for the sake of balance, that strength check was your main action, actually.
Well,
So-
so then this is my extra attack and bonus action.
No, 'cause you can do either. Well, no, because your action consists of 2 attacks. So in this case, you can only do your bonus action attack.
You could also action surge.
You could action surge. That is technically an option.
It's too early.
Yeah, well, it's only in serious situations like watching your teammate die in front of you.
26.
26.
I think that hits.
Unfortunately, it just barely missed it. No, I'm kidding.
Oh.
That would be evil. I would like.
They're just a bunch of archers. You think they're able to afford like the unholy like Tarask armor or something?
Perhaps that would give Gadget a challenge.
Okay, yeah, but no, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage for
I-
your bonus action attack.
But by the by, I'm using my octahedron of dominance to make this a come at me attack.
Okay.
In fact, even a Tarask wouldn't avoid that attack. I just looked up the stat block. They have an AC of 25.
Oh wow. Okay.
Not even the mighty Tarask could stand up to Gadget the Bloody. Ah, dear. Anyway. Oh, 17.
Oh, nice.
slashing.
Damn. So that's
Granted, that would be 17 out of a Tarask 676 HP.
Yeah, but remember, we're not actually fighting Tarasks. We're fighting.
Of course.
That is
And we're fighting three archer assassins, and this one needs to make a DC 15 Wisdom save to avoid.
Okay, let me just calculate its damage first, which is not the easiest to do off the top of my head, admittedly. So, okay, done it. So, what was the DC again?
15.
Okay, part of me wants to just again because he very clearly failed. So he sees that he's still on the ground, and he's just like,
Yeah, what of it?
wait, hold on. I just remembered because he's prone. I think every attack you make is an auto crit.
Oh, so I need to roll an extra D6.
where?
Yes.
Oh.
That's right. I forgot about that.
So it's 19 total damage.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So Gadget just kind of knocked him out of a tree. Slashed his back with his offhand sword and just smiled at him, just like, what? Yeah, you have a problem?
Like, now you're back on my level, bitch. Well, I said, I don't know how often does Gadron actually swear. I've been swearing for you, but I don't know how much Gadron actually swears himself.
Gadget normally. Gadget doesn't really see much need to swear, except in situations where he's really mad, like.
Okay.
Like the situation where he was gagged against his own will.
Yeah. Finding sneaky censorship ideas. That's a good one. Okay, but yeah, okay, so not so you wouldn't say bitch in that case.
Yeah, well,
Like, get on my level, sucker.
yeah, it'd be more like, welcome to ground level, Inlander.
Welcome to ground level. Population, my swords.
So that's my turn.
All right. So the third archer, who did manage to stay up, sees this and hoping to protect his partner and take you out, he's gonna head and load 2 arrows into his thing. The first one is going to be a 19 to hit.
Ah, it hits. Oh no,
Ooh.
by 50 hit points.
Shut up. Okay. So this arrow. So once again, he leaves the mark on you, and he is going to do another 5 points of piercing damage.
Right.
And his second one this one, as if the arrow begins to glow, and 13.
So 13 does not hit.
So it glows, and as it's flying through the air, almost on fire, it just goes right past you. And as it does that, it kind of explodes in a small glint of light. The same with the symbol on you, and you can see he's just kind of frustrated at the fact that it missed.
Gadget just sort of looks up at him and is like, what was that supposed to accomplish?
He's like, what? He's like, really, man? That was it?
Damn.
So I think it's top of the round then, right?
Yeah.
Yep,
me,
that's the top of the round. So back to Lowry.
Okay. I think I'm probably gonna pull out a crossbow at this point, so I'll roll for that. I'm
Alright.
going for the same guy again. 20. $18.
That hits.
Nice. Okay. 1d8 plus 4 damage.
So which one are you aiming for?
The guy I was aiming for last time, so he was
Okay.
number 1.
Okay.
12.
Ooh.
Nice. Yeah, that got him. That got him good. That got him good.
It got him in the half of his face that's acid.
That's still there.
Yeah, he still doesn't say anything, but you can tell he's kind of annoyed now. Aww.
I mean, to be fair, that's pretty impressive if your emotional reaction to having your face burned off with acid is mildly annoying.
Yeah. Okay. Actions to use.
Nope, that's me done.
Okay. So it's going to go ahead and attack you. Fire off 2 arrows. One of them is
no.
glowing now.
14.
14 is your AC. So the first one, it hits. So
Does
it
the
is-
glowing one hit?
Hang on. Let me just.
That's the one I'm worried about.
Okay. So. Okay. So unfortunately, they both hit. Is just the normal one, which does 6 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
The other does
That's a worrying number of dice.
the other one does 12 points of piercing damage. So
Oh, okay.
Total.
That
Okay.
leaves me on 5. For I'm taking the hits today.
Not to,
Yeah.
not to
Literally
like.
the party
I
tank.
think you should heal yourself next round.
I might do that.
Might be.
Might be a good call. And I'll be dead by then. I hope.
Okay. So that's that archer done. And
I'm gonna kill all of them with my next chaos spell.
It's,
okay, so
Nor's
that's
turn next.
Nor's turn. So Nor.
All right. Can I mix up the order? Can I bonus action to try and hide first so that I can maybe get advantage on my attack?
Okay, first tell me which one you're trying to hide from.
All right. So there was one down, right?
There was Archer 2 has just been knocked off the tree.
And taunted
Alright.
into fighting Gadget exclusively.
Yeah, it was Archer 2.
All right. Well, you know, the one we saw at the very beginning, he seems rather focused on Lowry, so I'll probably try and move away from his sight to try and get advantage on him.
Okay, so just roll for stealth, just a flat roll.
All right. Let's see. Can I?
The
You
dice
did
are
it!
forgiving you.
I mean,
Okay.
Damn!
you
Finally!
You notice a
that
very
was not-
thick bush, and you just dive into it.
it would have been great if that was on literally anything. I should have attacked. I should have just attacked.
You've been saving up your health, your luck, even.
See,
Okay,
no,
so
no,
go
no.
ahead.
This is consistent. I can never get good rolls on attack rolls. It's always on these goofy things like this.
Hey, hiding is useful.
Yeah, you Yeah,
No,
you,
you
Yeah,
don't another map.
you
I
have
can
the DM,
survive.
so he can't attack you.
I can survive longer to miss more attacks. All right, let's
Oh,
see
yeah.
here. Yeah, I'm firing with my short bow here.
All right.
Wait, let's see. Yep. Hey, we broke 4.
Nice. Okay, roll for damage.
All right, and this would also have the sneak attack.
Yep. Because
Sorry, that's just going to be 4d6
you are hidden.
total.
Well,
All right.
That is. Okay, so that's going to be 11 damage. So yeah, he's looking pretty bad now. Just poof. Now this one actually goes across the other side of his face for once. And now I'm going to have him roll a perception check. And he fails. He looks around and just sees a few thick bushes.
you can't see him. His time is now.
Okay, Kai, your go.
All right. I think I'm going to do. Actually, I'm gonna just for safety, I'm gonna use a bonus action to convert one of my level 3 spell slots into 5 sorcery points.
Ooh, okay.
Just because I want to be able to have like whatever level spell slot I need at my disposal.
Can you hold that many sorcery points?
Um.
Because I feel like it
Oh,
can't
no,
go
you-
beyond the
I
max
don't-
you can actually hold.
Okay. Yeah.
Because
So
otherwise that means if you take a long rest, you'll end up losing sorcery points, which defeats the purpose of a long rest.
Okay, yeah. So I might not be able to in that case. So wait, how many do I have right now? I have 5 at the moment.
Hmm.
So yeah, I can't do that
You
actually.
basically gain one new sorcery point per level.
Yeah. So okay, in that case, I'm going to do the same thing as last round, and I'm going to lose a Chaos Bolt at the man above us.
Okay, remind me which number that is.
It was the one who was attacking Lowry. So I think Archer 1.
Yes, that was us one.
Okay. So how's he looking right now? He's
looking pretty bad at this point. His
okay.
face
So, yeah,
is looking
just
very
a level
red
up,
and it's starting to burn a bit. And
And that is a natural 20.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm scared. now.
Rest in peace.
Oh wait, I just
you
remembered.
take-
Your first spell earlier, you didn't roll for the
I did. I rolled.
Physics.
The last thing I rolled
Okay.
was a.
Sorry, I didn't notice that. That's my
Okay.
bad.
He takes 20. He takes 28 damage. Of type. Let's make this a spectacle. So
Go ahead.
I don't know. Is that enough to kill?
Go. Just tell me what it is.
28 thunder.
Right, so you do hear just this clap of noise, and yeah, it basically knocks him down a whole branch, and he smacks his head against one of the branches on the way down. He just barely grabs on before he falls unconscious, and that did a huge number on him. You can see now the side of his head is bleeding out, and he is just
Right.
barely trying to climb back on.
Oh yeah. Also, one question, because this
Yes.
is like not something covered in the rules, so it's kind of up to you. How are we doing the thing where it leaps to another target on a crit? Because I rolled 2 7s there, but some people rule it as that would make it jump. Some people rule it as that just gives you as that just like you have to have all 4 matching in order for it to jump to another target.
Well, given how the usual spell is that it has to have 2 for matching, and the only reason you do 4 is because it's got the crit. I'll rule that it jumps to another target.
Oh, okay. So yeah, okay. The other 2 are within 30 feet, right?
Yes.
Okay. Which is the one that Nord hit for a lot?
The one Nor hit for the one Nor
It
hit
was
or the one
that's the one that you just hit.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, the one that I
Okay.
hit is Archer 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so
And he's on the ground at the
I'll jump it to Archer 2 then.
So do you have to roll another attack?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
And in that one.
Ah.
Okay, so yeah.
So another damage, and it just kind of sails past. And wait, actually,
Have you killed me?
I just remembered I'm up.
The old D100.
Well, hold on. Who was the one? Which one did he attack?
The one that was
the
prone
one that
under
was
my
Archer
feet.
2.
The one that's
The one
prone.
what?
That was
the
the
prone
one
one?
under my
Prone.
feet.
So you
Yeah,
have
you roll
advantage on
two
that hit,
dice.
actually.
Oh, I did? Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So roll another 1d20. Okay.
17.
That hits.
Is it still an auto crit or
Yes.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Damn.
Good call on that, Nor. You did well.
34 damage.
Oh my fucking god!
And another question. Does that proceed to leap to another target?
With the 2 6s.
No.
Oh my
No.
god, right.
Please.
Okay. First, let me calculate the damage for good old Archer 2.
This is unfair.
I think it's safe to say Archer 2 is probably dead.
Archer 2 hasn't taken that much damage, honestly.
Yeah,
He's only taken
I think
19.
he
It's
might.
Archer 1
If
that's
the
been
other
suffering.
one who was low survived 28 damage, I think this guy has a good chance of surviving 34.
Okay, so...
Well, he also took damage before that too, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah, but not as much as you think.
Yeah.
So, hang on, so...
Because the other guy had taken tons of damage and he survived 28, so...
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but yeah, what type of damage is it? Just,
Let's go Thunder again.
Okay, so the first one gets knocked down, and you feel a huge surge that you felt before from back in Prospects, and you just shoot your hand out to the other side, and the one that is just trying to get up in front of Gadron, it just suddenly just gets thrown into the tree that it was just knocked out of. Gadron just kind of looks back and is like,
Gadget's pretty sure he recognizes that kind of spontaneous.
He's like, oh god, yes.
So yeah, and does it leap to another one with the 2 sixes?
You know what? What are the chances of you getting another crit?
I would
Go ahead.
say that.
Go ahead. Although first,
Okay, so yeah, Kai's like...
First. Oh wait, no, because you haven't actually finished this one. This is one the same as
Yeah.
so go ahead and just roll for it anyway.
Just like as a bit of flavor, Kai is just like I'm gonna credit the ring with this. Like the rune is glowing, and Kai's
I was
just,
just
kind of
about to
loosely
say
bolts
we're on
everywhere.
the same page there. The rune is glowing. You can just feel this extra surge, and
Yeah.
as you feel a new power going through your hand once more, you just silently thanking Lowry for this.
Yeah, I feel like I'm commanding a thunderstorm right now. And that's a 27 to
That
finish.
hits. Roll for damage again. It's not a crit this time.
No.
But it still does
Still a
a lot.
lot of damage. Still 16 damage. So the what type of damage?
Thunder again, since I got another 8.
My God, yeah, there's so many 6s. So yeah, So yeah, as the third guy is like seeing this, he's trying to knock another arrow, and as he's about to fire, he just goes like, "Wait, what the?" Just gets hit right in the face.
God of Thunder at your service.
I'm the goddess of death. What were you the god of again?
With one final roll, which does
Okay.
not go, does not.
What an
trigger anything.
anticlimax.
I am. That is the end of my turn.
Finally.
I think that's the biggest nuke so far.
Oh yeah, that was insane. I'm glad it wasn't just one. I'm glad we had 3 enemies. Otherwise, you guys would have been in trouble.
Yeah, I was kind of worried that the last one was going to jump and I was going to have to start friendly firing.
Lowry goes down again from her own partner this time.
I think, if I'm honest, I think I would have taken the horse down.
Okay, hold on.
Barnaby,
I dropped one there.
We just named him.
Take me, not the horse. The horse must live.
Anyway, yeah, that is the end of my turn.
I have committed many sins, but the horse is innocent.
So what's Archer 2 doing now that he's been flung against a tree?
Archer 2 is he's just like, you can tell he's winded at this point, but he sees Kai go there, and he's just got an explosion. He wants to take him out, but he also sees you, Gadron, just towering over him with that smug, goddamn smile. And while he doesn't show anything on his face, you can just see something in his eye. There's something that resembles resentment. That was unintentional alliteration.
Yeah, the best
And
one.
he's going to pull out a short sword and try and attack you.
Do it.
Now, because he is an archer, not a short, that means he will not attack twice. So he's only going to make one attack. He better make it count. 15.
Does not hit. Yeah, I parry
Okay.
it.
Oh, you.
No, not
Okay.
the parry
Okay.
maneuver.
Not the mechanic. It's just you do that. You
Yep.
you just dot your sword in front of him, and you're just like. And with that, you go ahead and roll an attack.
Yeah,
Or two, or three.
guys are just like, that all you got.
13.
That misses.
Yeah, what? And another.
12.
That misses again. And the third one.
Is an at 1.
Oh boy! So you go ahead and just try and show him what to do, but his elven agility is just so high. They realize, and they just go. He's just weaving and bobbing, despite having just got up, and he's still able to kick it. So I'm going to ask you to roll a d100.
17.
Dude. You throw it. The last one, you're kind of getting frustrated by trying to hit him. So you throw it one more time, and you swing just a little harder than you expected, and the sword slips out. And it ends up. And you're swinging it so hard, you end up throwing it 60 feet to the left. So you are currently without one of your short sword. Good thing you went dual wielding then.
Mm-hmm. Gadget just looks where the sword flew out. He looks back at the archer, and he just action surge.
Oh fuck! I wasn't expecting that.
Oh.
16.
That is going to just about hit.
All right, finally. Yeah,
Roll the damage on it.
yeah, and I'm going to use another of my octahedrons of dominance to to give him a spooky attack.
All right.
For 9 slashing damage. Now he must make a DC 15 will save to hopefully not get spooked.
Okay. What did you say it was? What was the DC again?
15.
He just about fails.
Yeah, so
And he's just so he was looking a little smug as he saw you throw his weapon away. It's like, he's a lot harder. He's going to be easy this time. But then you kept going.
Yep.
And that throws him off.
Yep. I think I still have one more attack in me.
You do.
Oh my god. Okay.
Fighters, man.
19.
That hits.
Yeah, and no octahedrons of dominance this time.
You're just going to do a flat 1d6 plus 5.
Yep.
for 11 slashing.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, you go ahead and you lop off a couple of fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is looking really bad now. He's just like.
I think this party is too angry at the events of yesterday to die.
Local man literally too angry to die. That is,
Yeah.
that is the philosophy of a half orc.
Well, more so a barbarian. Gadget.
Yeah, Gadget's just having the time of his life right now.
Local man too happy to die.
Like him losing the sword with the fact that he brushed it off so quickly. I'm ruling is what scares
Basically,
the-
basically with the way he acts, if Gadron had depression, it would be the depression that commits suicide. He's just like, I can't handle this. It's too joyful. So yeah, he's
So have we not
Very
actually
badly
killed
hurt.
any of them yet?
no, but some of them are very close.
We've just got all of them
Arthur
to like
3
one
is
HP.
not one of the ones who's very close. He's still got quite a bit left in him.
Has he
So
been knocked
he's
off the
the-
tree, perchance?
Archer 3 is still on the tree, yes.
Yeah, he just got hit by the chaos bolt.
Yeah, exactly. But unfortunately, Chaos Bolt doesn't have any sort of shoving mechanic, so
No.
he is still on. And after seeing that explosion, he is going to go ahead. He's going to rub his finger on an arrow, and he is going to. Oh wait, no, because he already. Who did he do that on last time?
Me. And he
But yes,
missed.
that's right, and it missed. Okay, so he's going to do that and aim at Kai after seeing that
Bring
explosion.
it, boy.
Yeah, that is the right one. And he is going to. He's actually going to do on both of them. Wait, no, actually, no, he can't do that. He's going to only do one of them. So the first one is going to be just a normal arrow, which is a nat 1.
Oh dear.
So unfortunately, I have no idea how the hell D100s work with actual dice. I imagine you just roll.
It's the 2%, the 2 D10s.
Oh yeah, that's
you
right.
roll
I remember.
both of them.
Okay, I remember now. Okay, so. Oh wow, he rolled a 100.
Oh, that's impressive.
Yeah, no, he just misses, and he's gonna go, and he's gonna try and go again. This one with the glowing, and he's gonna roll a nat 20.
Okay, yeah, nothing I can do about that.
Yeah, and that's going to do. I'm on the wrong tab. Okay, so it's going to be a. So.
The duality.
So he's going to do 23 points of piercing damage.
Okay, yeah, so I'm good. The arrow just goes like right through my shoulder and just kind
Yeah.
of like skewers me. Like it comes,
Yeah,
it goes
it,
in one
it
side,
doesn't
it comes
even
out the
stay
other.
in the body. It literally goes in one, out the other. Just like he's like, and you are in it, and it hurts.
It
Like,
does.
this is an agony you haven't felt since the wolf was biting through your neck. Like it is painful. How much HP do you have roughly?
9.
Out of curiosity.
I have 32 total.
Okay, so you're still kicking, but
Yeah,
goddamn.
I'm still alive. I just took a really heavy blow.
Yeah. All right, that's his turn gone. Lowry.
Okay. Final turn, I think. Crossbow. Well, hopefully. Actually. Okay. Do I risk just attacking, hoping that this will end very soon, or should I heal myself? I feel like I can risk attacking. Actually, wait. I can do 2 things. So I'll heal and then.
All right.
Okay. So I'm going to use Cure Wounds on myself, which is 1d8 plus 6. That's 13. And then I will use my crossbow to it. Actually, no, I'll use acid arrow again.
Wait, can you do that? Because cure wounds is an action.
Uh,
You're thinking of healing word.
Yeah, you might think of healing word.
Oh, that is what I'm thinking of. Yes.
It's like slightly less, but it's
1d6, I believe.
Wait, I'll check. I've got it here.
1d4.
Alright, okay.
Healing word 1d4. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should know that. I have that on my bard.
Is it still plus my modifier?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. 10. That's fine.
Yeah, that's very good.
And then yeah, I'll use acid arrow again. Plus 6.
Ooh.
That's a 20. So I'd assume
Nice.
Wait, is acid arrow a cantrip or a full spell?
it's technically a full spell. Yeah. It would be treated as a full spell,
You can't use 2 spells in the same turn.
even though one's a bonus.
Yes. If it was a cantrip, I'd allow it, but normally you can't.
Okay. I'll just use a crossbow then. Yeah, I'm still not.
Okay,
I've
I'll
never
count
really
the
been clear on the rules.
I'll count this the previous roll as your crossbow attack then, the one you use for acid special.
My bonus on crossbows, is higher than that actually. So yeah, it would still hit anyway.
Yeah, it still hits.
Yeah.
Go ahead, roll for attack.
It was on Archer 1, correct?
Yes.
11.
How do you want to do this?
Ooh.
Oh damn! Nice. Okay. I feel like at this point I am very badly damaged. I am very wounded. So probably just kind of lugging this crossbow, probably leaning against some kind of part of the cart built into it. I'll lean against it, just kind of poke it up against my shoulder and just fire, aiming straight for the eye, the one that isn't acid.
Okay. I'll say that just for this, just to add insult to injury, go through the acided out eye. It goes right through it into his brain, and he is knocked out of a tree and falls down dead.
Nice. Okay.
So Archer 1 has been
Archer
removed from
Archer 1 has been slain.
Poor guy. I miss him already. Okay, that's me done.
So with Archer 1 down, it now goes straight to NOOOO.
Alright, so there's
You're still hidden.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna just
One still in the tree, and there's one that is currently in very bad shape fighting Gadron.
I think that's handled. I'm gonna go for the one in the tree.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. Roll with advantage because rogues.
6. We right back to it, boys. Right back to it.
It misses.
I'm not even phased by it at this point. I come to when I roll, I expect
Why didn't you
a 4.
ask Lowry to upgrade the bow? You fool!
So let me tell you, an additional 1. I don't think is going to make a world of difference here for this.
It could just make it a new
That is
crossbow.
true.
You said it nice.
That's a good point.
When my net average roll is about a 3, turning that into a 4, which I'm already rolling, it's not going to make all that much of a difference.
This is fair.
Yeah, okay. I understand that.
I'll rather boost my AC so I
God
can keep missing.
is there a god of luck in this world, and why does he have it out for NOOOO?
Because he likes Kai too much.
Unfortunately, luck are similar to modrons. They're something beyond the god's control.
Right. That means on the gods can.
And I guess I'm just gonna stay hidden. I'm not even gonna bother trying to change my roll. So I don't imagine they notice this arrow just kind of 3 meters away from him.
Just yeah, we'll see. So he rolls. So your initial stealth, it was a nat 20. So he'd have to roll a nat 20 as well to be able to see.
Yeah.
He has a Oh wait, no. If you're keeping the same roll, that means he cannot see you no matter what because his perception's only +5.
Hey, I'm just invisible.
Yeah, so
He
yeah,
has vanished from
the
reality
arrow
as far as
literally
these
goes
elves are
so
concerned.
far, but the arrow literally goes so far to the side that he doesn't even notice. Okay, and it is back to Kai.
Okay, I am just like kind of still reading from the wound. I'm going to just raise a shaking hand, and I'm going to cast Chaos Bolt at the man in the tree. But this time, I'm going to cast it at level 3, and I'm going to use Tides of Chaos on it.
Here we go.
I could still fuck it up. You never know.
Cat accidentally casts fireball on himself.
It might happen.
Gadget, some say that the half orc killed the ball that day. No one
19.
agrees.
19. Go ahead. So it's another chaos ball, I assume.
Yes, just an upcast one.
If you chosen wizard, you could have made that your signature spell.
27 and it leaves. What is going on?
You know,
Uh,
strike me.
Okay, so he takes 27 psychic damage.
Oh wait, hold on a second. I've got the perfect meme here on for what I'm saying here.
Oh, let me guess. Smite me, O mighty smiter.
Yeah, and then it's going to leap not to Nor but to the other guy.
Okay.
19.
I'm still trying to calculate the first guy. Calm down.
Okay, I won't roll damage yet.
Okay. Yes.
This is absolute insanity. Strike me down.
Is this what you want? Come on, strike me down, Zeus. You don't have the ball.
Yeah. Oh no, that's not what I thought it was.
You don't have the ball.
I thought it was the team from
From Avatar.
Wait, cuts out. Okay, so yeah, roll for damage on that one, Kai, because it hits.
12. Okay, no, I'm empowering it. So I'm gonna re-roll both d8 and 2 of the d6s.
Yeah,
Okay.
the ones that aren't the max roll.
Yes. Oh, I can't escape the leap. No. Okay.
It
Okay,
bounces
so
together.
that's going for the second one. That's going for the second guy. What type of damage is it? Barnaby.
That one is
Not Barnaby, anyone but Barnaby.
that one is going to be lightning damage. So I'm still just controlling the storm.
Yeah, so.
And then I kind of just realize I'm kind of losing control of this power. And actually, are there any animals in the radius?
Just let it hit Gadrin, he'll be fine.
Unfortunately, any animals that were there have just all run off.
Let it hit Gadrin, he'll be fine.
I mean, I would do that, but I don't believe Kai would. So yeah, I'm just going to kind of frantically searching for a vessel that can potentially contain this power. My eyes are going to fall on Bartholomew the
Barnaby.
horse.
No, not Barnaby.
Barnaby.
Anyone but Barnaby.
Hold on, let me get at the horse stat block. See if... Okay, never mind. That's gonna hit.
Kai, you son of
20 damage.
What is the horse TNT 5?
I don't think horses have that much hit points.
Riding horse.
What have you done?
Yeah, armor class 10, hit points. I'm gonna. Okay, actually, I'll say for the purpose of this,
He's
Well, 'cause
lightning
the
proof.
maximum
Nice.
a riding horse can roll. No, the absolute maximum a riding horse can roll in terms of HP is 22. So I haven't rolled for Barnaby's stats, but for the sake of keeping Matt happy, I will
Yeah.
vow that as what type of damage is it that's going to Barnaby?
So it was 3 and 6. So it will be either fire or poison. I feel like, in the interest of avoiding fire damage in a forest, we're gonna go poison.
So poison. So poison. Okay. So you fire the. So the first archer was hit with psychic, so immediately just
Yeah.
clutches his head and almost yelling in pain. And second one, the lightning hits him, and he completely evaporates because he was at 2 HP, and then you hit him with lightning with that, and so yeah, so Gadron was about to attack him, and then he and
Yeah.
and then it hits Barnaby. For a second, nothing seems to happen until suddenly Barnaby just goes and starts vomiting everywhere, and it just keeps going. It's just there is so much like yellow grass coming out of that liquid. It is disgusting.
No.
Do horses even have a gag reflex?
It does now.
Probably.
It's like
It'll be hard
It's
to
like in
survive that.
Ratatouille. It's like in Ratatouille. Rats don't have reflex. That's just how bad it was.
Oh dear. So considering that Archer 2 is one with the ether at this point, I guess
There's
it's
only
my
one
turn.
left. There's only one left.
And
And
it's
yeah,
one
that's right.
left.
It is. It goes straight to Gadron, who has been deprived of a toy.
The
only one
looks up at the
in the
guy who's
tree.
currently clutching his head and then goes to chop at the tree again.
Okay, roll another strength check to just shake him out.
Nine.
Unfortunately, he stays on. And having seen what his friend has done, he's gonna go ahead and roll another. And he's gonna roll to hit you. The first one to hit Kai. Well, they're both gonna hit aim for Kai, but the first one is a 13.
I cast shield, so it doesn't hurt.
Oh, okay.
Although I'll have to roll for that.
So,
Oh! It happened!
Oh.
Oh.
Let me get the table up.
Hold on, I'm getting it up there.
Okay. This has
is
been
the
such an
turn of
eventful
Madron.
session for Kai.
Okay.
Are you ready?
So go ahead and roll your D100.
43.
Good.
For the next minute, you can teleport up to 20 feet as a bonus action on each of your turns.
Okay.
That's
So
interesting.
it's not your turn. So
No.
you can feel like a strange, almost ethereal power.
Yeah, and my AC is 18 until the end of my next turn. Or the start of my next turn, sorry.
All right. So his second, he's gonna aim his second arrow. This one glowing. He rolls a nat 1.
Okay.
You get out the D100.
Once I'm gonna roll here just so you guys can see what he actually has. Just because. He
88.
gets an 88, which is just a miss. So the arrow just goes past and just the magic, it shatters when it hits the ground. Wait, no, actually, I'm going to say it differently in order of this new thing. So for a split second, it goes towards you, about to hit, and for a split second, Kai, you just poof, out of existence. And the arrow hits you, and then poof, you're back in.
I kind of just like gaze at myself in awe.
Pretty much everyone there, including the archer fighter, you just went, wait, what?
Yeah, get
What just happened?
Yeah, yeah. Gadron's focused on the tree at the moment, so he didn't even notice. Yeah, just like stupid little clump of leaves.
What's Gatron's perception again?
His passive perception.
Passive, yeah.
Let's see, +3. Is that 11 or is it 13? In passive.
Well, it's just your perception plus 10.
So 13.
Okay. I'll say it's a DC 15 just because it's funnier.
Of course.
Rule of funny is how I operate in this
Yes.
universe when it comes to rules.
Yep.
That's how it works.
In the interests of fun, can we say that Kai can't control the teleporter? Yeah, he's just like blinking everywhere and doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like to think that it's not that it's happening rapid fire. It's just like it's happening at odd intervals.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Everyone is very confused by this point. Lowry, back to you.
Okay. Acid arrow.
Okay,
It works. Like, it means that I don't have to actually hit. So
that's true.
it's like, okay, so that's
That is going to miss, but it still
1d4.
does 1d4 acid.
None of them are anywhere near close to Asalia. They're still all like.
Yeah, so he starts getting a slight burnt face, similar to his friend from before.
Yeah.
It's 2d4 by the way now.
Oh, 2d4. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, just roll another one then.
Yeah, it's because it's half on a miss.
So that's 5 altogether.
How do you want to do
5.
this?
So 5, so halved. It's well, it missed, so the 1d4 is fine to be anyway. So it would have been 3 either way.
No. I meant that it's half of the.
You add up.
I meant it's half of the 4d4 on a miss.
Which is 2d4.
Yeah, so it's 2d4.
So it is 5 damage. Okay, and then 2 then.
Yeah, so it hit the branch below and splashed up onto his face.
Yeah, exactly. And with that, Lowry is done. No bonus actions to use.
No, I don't think I get any. I'm not entirely sure. I've been looking into it. And...
Possibly not yet. Okay. Well, speaking of bonus actions, Nor.
All right.
You're still hidden.
Yeah,
I doubt the guy will be seeing you after being kind of mesmerized by this one child that's currently appearing all over the place. 1 minute he just appears right next to the archer, and suddenly he ends up on the wagon. Then suddenly you notice his feet are a little brown and yellow from standing in the horse vomit for a split second.
All right. Seeing he's a bit distracted, I'm gonna take aim, and
with advantage, of course.
Yep, and hopefully, hey, fine.
He did it.
He did it.
Second hit in 2 seconds, boys. I'm on a roll now. All right, let me see. Is it +3? All right.
What an average
So
roll.
16 points.
You know, it's better than my other one. I'll take it.
That's a good way of seeing things.
There's only one way you can. With my rolls, you have to look at them like that.
It could have gone worse.
So you hit. So you do hit him, and he's looking very bad now. He's actually starting to feel the effects.
All right. And now that I've hit him, do I need to change my stealth roll, or am I still rolling with the?
Now you've hit him. Yes, I'm going to ask you.
Okay. All right.
He does not see you.
So he's in pain from the psychic damage. Confused by the teleporting kid, and has just been hit in the chest by an arrow from nowhere.
Yep. And
neither here nor there.
Now, Kai, you're still warping all over the place.
Wait, is it my turn? Oh no, I wasn't.
What are you gonna do?
Have another turn. I think I'm just gonna kind of I was gonna say I'm gonna try and hide, but how does that work if I'm teleporting everywhere?
Teleport into a bush.
Simple. Teleport behind him. Nothing personnel, kid.
Yeah, I'll just. I think I'm just gonna like. I'm gonna use my action to just like dodge. I think. Yeah, that fits thematically. I'm gonna dodge.
Okay,
So any,
you're
any attack he
you're
takes
just
against me
dodging.
has disadvantage, which is because he is trying to hit a teleporting target.
Oh yeah, yeah, that makes sense. I'll take it. You're just like, how the fuck do I stop?
Yeah, you just. I'm picturing Kai's just like screaming, but occasionally the scream is like a bit closer.
Like,
Just like
good use of Discord there. I like that now.
So yeah, that's my turn.
Okay, so Gatron, you're gonna try and shake the tree again.
Yeah, well, not this time. This time, Gadget's just fed up enough with the thing that he's gonna throw the sword he still has at the guy.
Ooh, I can't remember how thrown weapon attacks work, especially because that's not a weapon you throw normally.
I believe that would be just a right out strength attack, but if you don't have proficiency in the thrown weapon, it's disadvantage, I think.
So it would just be
So just a regular attack with disadvantage, I think.
Okay.
Like, without I don't think you had proficiency either, so it's just your strength.
Yeah, just strength.
Just a strength check at disadvantage.
Oh, you only did 1d20.
Yeah, you only did one.
Yeah, am I allowed to use
No, you
it?
roll a second one because it's disadvantage.
Yeah. Oh, I said keep lost though.
Yeah,
but
but
you
you only rolled
1d20.
one dice.
Oh, whoops.
It is the lowest, but it's also the highest because it's the only one there.
Oh, forgot the. Don't mind me. I know how dice work.
Watch out.
Damn!
What the
Very
fuck?
nice.
No way!
Literally, he was right to not roll a second one. He knew. He knew.
Oh my, this is.
Matt's fucking.
No.
What is with
like
that?
I've accepted my dice face or fate. I had a stroke there. A dice fate. I know my fate.
Okay, so
Am I
go
allowed-
ahead and roll. We'll just say it's like just well, it's not proficiency, so it's just a flat one. In this case, it's 2d6. Although with your strength modifier, because you are chucking it really fucking hard.
Question:
And
Am I
if it's a
allowed
magical
to use an
one, you'd have to
occasion
one,
of
yeah.
dominance here?
Oh yeah, you add the magical modifier. So you add your magical modifier on top of that. So basically, just remove your proficiency from the damage.
Yeah, so. Yeah,
Wait,
so,
no, because you don't use proficiency from the saying. Never mind, it's just the flat damage. Just do normal damage.
Yeah. Did you? Yeah. Am I allowed to use the octahedron of dominance?
I mean, at this point, you're definitely showing dominance.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm making it a spooky attack.
Makes sense.
So plus my
Go
strength
ahead and-
modifier, so plus 4.
And then and then it's the attack modifier in general, the damage modifier, whatever it ends up being. Because remember, they are magical.
Okay, so it's a plus 5 then, because that's how it is. Wait.
Uh,
no, it's plus 2 now. I need to add one more.
yeah, because of your boosting it. So it's plus 6.
So 12 slashing. And now he needs to make a DC, a 15 DC will save.
Not necessary. How do you want to do this?
No, like, okay, so Gatrin is like extremely frustrated at his inability to shake this guy out of the tree, so he just goes, and the sword just plants itself in the guy's chest hard enough to fling him off the tree, and then he lands on the path, sword and pointy end in.
Yeah, I'd say he doesn't even like properly reach the ground. He's just kind the sword, because it's a pretty big sword. The sword hits the ground, but the archer is still kind of being suspended in the middle of the sword, and it's just kind of slowly sliding down it, leaving a large red streak.
I go over to the sword I dropped earlier. Pick it up.
You just walk there, looking very awkward, and then you come back, pick up the sword that's now very bloody.
Well, before I do that, I slice that guy's head off. with the clean sword, and then I pull the other sword out. Yeah, just flick it clean, and then sheathe the swords again. So, would anyone like to not speak of this again?
Yeah, you finally noticed that Kai is looking isn't well, right now he's gone further. Now he's closer. Now he's to your left. Now he's to your right. Now he's on the tree. Now he's under the wagon. Now he's on the wagon.
Kai,
now
what's
he's on Barnaby's neck. Now he's like getting a face full of Barnaby's vomit. Now he's
Yeah, for the last teleportation, like after about 40 more seconds of this, I'm just going to like teleport in front of the party, just stumble into Lowry. What the hell did you do to this thing?
No, please. Damn it. This wasn't me, I swear. I've done this kind of thing before. This has never happened. This is on you, my friend.
I would like to check in on Barnaby.
You like to check Barnaby? Okay.
Yeah, I want to make sure Barnaby's alright.
The gaping
roll animal hand
on my shoulder.
I like to imagine that the intense pain from the arrow is what caused the magic to go wild there.
Oh, yeah.
Then, he's definitely looking very sick.
I don't know what to do for him, but I got nothing.
Lowry's ethical decision: heal Kyle, heal the horse.
To be fair, Juan, who is the innocent person in the party there? The loyal.
This is true. The horse
has
is
done nothing wrong.
The horse is the real victim here.
Yeah.
The horse is also much closer to death than me. I'm not on the door of death. I'm just in a lot of pain.
Yeah, it's kind of like if someone cut off your hand, you went over and just kicked a guy that was already dying and was like, "Now help me, I'm the pro."
Now help me, I'm dying.
Oh, dude.
Oh, okay. I guess just kind of like looking at the team, you two like, I'm not entirely sure, but seeing that the horse is literally about to die, I'll head over to the horse, and cast heal. Yeah, okay, I'll do. Let's do cure wounds. Might as well go all out on the horse.
All right.
Yeah, Gadget just slowly walks over.
That's
and is
12.
Yeah, Gadget just walks back to the wagon and is like, "Magic, man."
Just.
Okay, so he's back up to 14 HP.
Some of the most of the burns.
And he is no longer puking his guts out.
Good.
I'm just gonna be kind of just lying face down on the ground. My shoulder's still just like bleeding.
I'll head over to Kai. I can probably do one more spell.
Wait,
hold on to Barnaby. Thank you, Larry. I think it'll be alright.
I'll head over to Kai and do the same. I have one more spell slot. There you go. I have 10.
All right.
What happened?
I don't know.
Yeah, Gadget looks at Kai. Magic. That's what happened.
Yeah, I think that's a good way of putting it. I think, yeah.
I was here, then the horse was dying, then I was in another like misty place entirely, and I had no body. Then I was back here.
You were in the tree for a second too.
Oh, he was in multiple trees.
Which is true. You were in all of the trees.
Yeah, Gadget just shakes his head. Well, I don't think there's. Well, you're in one place now, so yeah. So I think we should start getting back going.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna like take the ring off and just hold it in my hand, just gazing at it. And I'm gonna look at Larry. This is awesome.
Thank you. Though be careful, because I have a feeling that this may not be the last time that happens. Like it's happened before. I did that as well.
It has happened before, yes, but not like that.
Okay. Well, let's get going. Because
Okay. So you guys are just gonna leave?
yeah.
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 Gadget.
Oh, actually, wait. We should It's probably safe to
yeah,
assume that they were sent by the elves, but it's probably worth checking first.
Yeah,
if
I
like
think that's
any of them is if one of them hasn't been evaporated.
I like that.
Why would Larry do this?
Walking through the red mist that was originally.
Right, I have a request.
Yes.
Please, could you like upload that fight as unlisted, just like tonight? I want to preserve that.
Yeah, well, what?
Just like upload the fight segment of this session as like unlisted tonight.
All right, I'll see what I can do.
Yeah,
Oh my!
I want to preserve.
Man, that is a good meme. I like this meme.
As soon as he was talking about like earlier in the fight about the rune being responsible, and you're like, no, that's you. It just reminded me of the. Alright, so well, now that they're down and Barnaby's stable, I would like to go and check out the bodies for anything on them.
All right, roll investigation.
Meanwhile, I'm going to stumble onto the wagon and go to sleep.
I'll probably try and investigate as well, just to see if I can tell that they're definitely from
Yeah,
where we think they're from.
Yeah, Gadget's just gonna sit back on the wagon and just stew for a moment about what happened to him.
Welcome to my end of the rolls.
Unfortunately, they don't seem to have anything on them.
Ah.
Can I at least take their arrows? How many arrows do they have? Because I'm starting to run low.
I'll be completely honest. I haven't actually been checking the arrows.
I'm down to 8. I haven't been able to recover most of them because they just kind of careen into the wilderness.
I'm gonna use that real quick, guys. Hold on.
All right.
While waiting for the arrows, can you roll 3d12 for me, please?
Hey,
Awesome. Okay.
Actually,
So that's how many arrows you managed to find.
I'll take them. I can't hardly break the midway point on any.
While we wait, that was the greatest encounter of all time.
yeah, that was an interesting one.
It was just a few archers.
I want to know the chances of everything that happening. Because we had like 3 Chaos Bolt leaps, a crit with disadvantage, and a wild magic search.
Yeah, that was kind of nuts. Bad for Barnaby. So we'll just wait for him to get back and we'll continue onwards.
George, the Charforge's version of the Artificer is the one that is the
It's not
other
like,
one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not the. Like, there's just some features from it that are missing. You probably want to be using Wikidot.
No, yeah, I am. I just noticed that. Well, no, I noticed like during the fight that Charforge says that I can do a second attack as long as it's with a magic weapon, but Wiki.org says I can't do that. So I'm assuming that it's. I'm trying to work out if it's Wikidot's missing something or if it's that's just the new Artificer has that and the old one doesn't.
Yeah. I think it's just.
I think it's just that they got rid of it, yeah. Because Wikidot's normally pretty accurate. I might go get a drink as well while we wait.
Yeah, I might do that.
I do need to refill my glass actually, so I'll be right back as well.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back.
Going back to you, everyone else just went to go get a drink and stuff.
Well then. Poor Quadruin.
Wait, say that?
Like he lost a sword. Yeah, he was that one guy dodged more of his attacks than he's seen anyone do his entire life. And then he can't dislodge the other guy from the tree and throwing the sword, which he doesn't normally do, is what kills him.
I mean, to be fair, I think I hit a grand total of 1 attack this whole. Not just this session, but the last 2 sessions.
No, you hit 2.
2 in the last 2 sessions. My mistake. Man, my dice luck has been extraordinarily bad.
I can see that.
It's okay. I know at some point. Once we leave the combat stuff, that's when my rolls get good. I couldn't tell you why, but that's where my rolls do get good. It's when it's not combat. Oh man.
Got the rogue who can't fight.
I mean, like I said last session, I actually did more healing than dealing damage as a rogue.
Mm-hmm.
It's just you just gotta roll with it. At this point, part of me is like, maybe I should just multi-class into cleric at this rate. Be of use there.
Yeah, that would be that in Nora's character arc, that's him leaving his old life behind. Like officially.
I don't know. At this point, I'm looking into the idea of multi-classing something alongside rogue. I just don't know what it would be if I did. And even then, I'd have to make sure I got everything I want out of the assassin subclass.
Hello, I'm back. I just got interrogated about all the screaming earlier by my parents.
I feel that.
It was yeah. I don't think I'm going to be over that fight for the rest of the session.
Oh dear.
I guess this is the timeout that I need.
Mm-hmm. What a show.
Okay, I'm back.
Hello.
Welcome back.
I think we're still trying to unite.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, Tom, I got interrogated by my parents about what all the screaming was about.
Dear.
So, did I can hear what it sounded like. Did I do a good job of simulating it with like walking around my room?
Were you walking around your room?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, I did what I did by constantly muting and unmuting myself in the.
Right.
I feel that.
Okay, are we waiting for anyone else? Is Matt back?
I'm here.
No. Okay.
Yeah, I need to calm down from that.
Okay. So. With all that done, Archer's finally dead. Some more brutally than others. So there's one which has just kind of been knocked out of a tree with a crossbow bolt in its head. One that has had his head lopped off, and one that is just a pile of ash again.
Mm-hmm.
With that said, with Barnaby feeling a little better, but still a little bit shaky, you guys continue onwards. With how windy and unstable the path is, you do realize there was a reason that there's this whole, and not just because of distance.
Yeah, Gadrin's being reminded of his time on the sea with how rocky it's getting.
I'm
starting to get a little nostalgic.
I'm just gonna keep a very careful watch all around.
Okay. Make a perception check.
All right. One day.
One day I shall have more than 13. So, you don't really see anything particularly threatening. It's just the usual birds. You see a couple of monkeys that are swinging from a tree, looking at all of you pretty curiously.
Yeah, Gadrin's. Gadrin looks at them with and gives a big toothy grin.
Kai does
roll
not.
Roll an animal handling check.
Monkeys because Kai is currently just like.
Yes, you. See how they react.
6.
They immediately scamper off. Yeah, you should know that showing your teeth to a monkey is usually a sign of aggression. Of course, Gadrin doesn't know that.
Not that he'd care.
Kai, what did you say? Kai, what did you say you were doing?
Kai is not commenting on the monkeys because he's currently just lying motionless in the cart.
Is he asleep or is he just like?
I think it's just like it's like the state where you're like It's like the state where you're so tired you can't sleep.
Okay. So you're just sitting there, bags under your eyes, just your muscles not cooperating. You're just like,
Do we have like any hay in the back of the cards or anything?
no.
Nope.
The closest thing we'd have is the owlbear pelt that's currently over the casket.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're just kind of
I'll just use my backpack as like a pillow and just kind of, yeah.
So yeah, you're just have your head down.
Yes.
It's all everything's peaceful overall, which is a breath of fresh air from the attack from before.
Yeah, along the way, Gadrin starts humming a little tune.
Feel like that's from something.
Yeah, you should know. You sent it to me.
Ah, yes, that's one.
Yeah, but yeah, he's just humming that tune.
And eventually, the sun starts to Yeah.
Mhm.
So the sun starts to set. And it gets dark pretty quickly. You can hear some of the more nocturnal creatures begin to stir. A few owls, the occasional howl of a wolf, which has Kai just kind of jerk upright for a split second.
Yeah, I visibly shiver.
Yeah, at this point you have recovered a bit more though, because it was been a bit of time.
Yeah. I've recovered from like the exhaustion. I have not recovered from the wolves.
No, that's some. It's like physical recovery 6 weeks, psychological recovery 6 months.
6 years actually.
That's if we're lucky. Okay, but
I can't
eventually
recover from this
you can
until-
see that Barnaby is also starting to struggle a bit, especially when he walks and getting attacked. He's starting to tire out a bit.
Seeing
So-
this, I'll go ahead and have him pull off to the side.
Okay, you do come across a small clearing. There's like a nice circle in area that's actually some slightly shorter amounts of grass that works well. The way the trees are done, it's almost like a circle where you can stars in the sky. The sight's absolutely gorgeous.
Gadrin looks up at it. Looks down toward the tree line and sort of frowns a bit. So close, but
I'm just going to like kind of sit up a bit and speak for the first time in quite a while. I suppose I should get the tense up.
It's fine. I can do it. I think you need to rest.
Yes, I was going to nominate myself for last watch.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. I'll take first. I'm feeling pretty okay.
sounds good.
I'll go ahead and unhitch Barnaby and kind of take him to
Yeah.
the side.
I'm gonna pet Barnaby's pelt. I'm sorry, boy.
I'll kind of turn
He
to
just turns
James.
he turns his head away from you. He's like, I can't believe you would do. It's kind of like when you step on a dog's tail and you're just like, I'm sorry.
Barnaby's mental recovery time will be literally 10 years.
I'll just look.
His
to,
recovery time is fine. It's the time to forgive.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll also just look to Nor. And sorry to you about that as well.
Well, I mean, yeah, I know it's not something you can easily control. It's
Yeah,
not like you did it on purpose to him.
I
And I
thought
think
it
he'll be fine.
I thought it was better him than any of us, you know.
Fair enough.
So
Gadget just gives Kai a look, and then just lies down. Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna.
So, what's the watch order?
I'm
kind
first, Kai's last, and then
So
I don't know what it is.
somewhere in between.
So
I
think
can
we
go
should
after Lowry.
Lowry, Jameson, Gadrin, Kai.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, so just repeat that. Sorry.
Yeah,
Lowry, Jameson,
Gadrin,
Quadruin,
Kai.
Kai.
Yeah, Gadrin.
Okay. Lowry, Jameson, Gadrin, Kai. Okay, so you take first watch. Roll for perception for me, please.
Give me a second. Let me just make sure that's actually my perception, but it should be.
Ooh. I mean, even if it's not.
Nat 20. Oh, I'll take it. It's good
Oh,
either
yeah.
way.
It was +3, but yeah, it's my investigation. That sticks.
Yeah, you do notice you look around the area. Nothing seems to come anywhere near.
Okay.
And you look up to the sky and you see the stars, and you notice a few familiar looking constellations. You know how many of them actually correspond to the holy symbols of each of the gods. You look up, you can see one which is based on Neos's deer, Mornox's wolf. There's a Fudan's eagle. There's the raven of Arcadia. And just off to the corner, you can just barely see the boar of Sindor, the god your dad worshipped the most.
Hmm.
And then you go back to Arcania, and your mind, you start remembering when you were little, you and your parents would sometimes just lie outside of your house and look at the stars together. Talk about how sometimes you talk about the religious meaning of the constellations before immediately laughing at your dad shooting down superstitions and explaining they're just balls of gas that live millions and millions of miles away. But you remember that your mother was always a fan of the mystical side of things. You turn your head towards the wagon where the coffin is still there. Your mother's still there, as beautiful as before.
Damn.
A couple hours pass by. With your eyes a little puffy now, get up and you start to wake Jameson up. Jameson, you wake up. Since you were asleep, you were in your changeling form. But
Right, I'll correct that.
yeah, as you wake up.
My watch right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Thanks.
Yeah. Get some good rest.
Will do. It seems pretty calm out there, so it
Right.
should all be fine.
And I'll go. Night. I'll take my watch over by Barnaby.
Roll perception.
All right. I'm not even. I'm not phased by it.
So, as you'll be, you do take the time to have a quick look at the body. And there's a part of you that's kind of melancholic because you've never seen this person before, not in particular. But there's part of you that's just not really used to seeing dead people looking so peaceful. You think there's parts of your memory that seem to flash back to every time you've seen someone die, and it's always been with fear or anger in their face. And yet, here you are with this one, and there's peace, there's bliss. And there's something about it that just makes you just a little bit happier. A couple more hours go by, and it's Gadron's turn.
I'll go and kind of nudge his side with my foot and just, hey, It's your shift.
Sure it is. Yeah, I look at him and just like, yeah, you gotta be okay.
Me? I'm fine.
All right. Yeah, I pat him on the head. Get some rest.
I'll go over and back to Barnaby, and I'll throw the pelt kind of like fully over myself. Because for obvious reasons of the sleeping situation. But next to
and
Barnaby,
also,
of course.
you're still not sure whether Gadget needs to know that you're normal.
Okay, Gadron, roll perception. Yeah, roll perception.
Six.
Yeah.
Welcome to my end of the pool, buddy.
Yeah, just dipping my toe in.
All right. You go there, and you too are distracted by Rainier's coughing, because there's something about her that reminds her of well, someone you used to know.
Yeah, I sort of gently put my hand on the side of the glass and unbidden a couple of tears roll down. I look over at Lowry's sleeping form and sort of silently promise, I'm gonna make sure that your that your father doesn't get like this. I promise.
Yeah, you kind of realize when you say that just how different Lowry's father is compared to yours. Because when you met him, he was so kind, so welcoming, so eager to listen to you and all your adventures.
You still there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just letting the atmosphere take us through. Eventually, your 2 hours are up too.
Yeah, I go to.
You
I go
very
to,
quickly dry your eyes. Yeah. You don't notice anything. You don't notice Nor's real face. He's covered himself up pretty well.
I walk over to Kai and just sort of gently hold his nose.
Oh, I didn't realize I was signing myself up to be woken up by you.
Gadget just grins. Don't worry about it. He goes to an uncleared spot of ground, pulls the sheets off his back, and then just lies down his back. Make sure nothing eats us.
I'll try. I'll do whatever I can. So I presume I'm rolling perception too.
Yep.
0.
Oh,
Did you
Okay.
get
come on in. There's plenty of room on the defense, buddy.
It's a big bench. So as Gadron goes, you take a few steps forward, and suddenly your mind is pierced by something, and your vision just blurs. And all you can feel is this green, or you just see green. A strange green color. You have no idea what it is, or your sight's almost gone. Your hearing is still working though. At least you think it is, because you do hear a voice. Well, you certainly are an interesting one, aren't you?
Who is this?
Yes, that's a good question indeed. good question indeed. Yes, quite powerful with magic. Yeah, I see what she meant. And then, ooh, what's this I see? Ah, yes, I know those clothes. Quite the actor, I see. Nice, nice, very nice.
I'm gonna kind of like reach out around me, trying to like see what, just trying to like see. I'm gonna like grasp in the direction where the voice is coming from.
You can't tell where it's coming from. It doesn't seem to be around you anywhere.
It seems to be in my head.
Yes.
Okay.
It's not the same as the one you saw. But it's like, he's thinking, but are you really the one who's supposed to... Let's actually, why don't we test that? See if you can really be the one... Well, let's see.
I'm
Have a
going
little bit of a show.
I'm going to instinctively cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay. As you do that, it goes, yes, good choice. You're going to need it before it comes next. And your vision seems to return. And you see Gadron and the others who are sleeping next to a bit of a tree. You look up, and one of the tree's branches moving slowly up.
What? Wait, could you repeat that?
You see the tree's branches, one of the branches is slowly going upwards. As sort of like someone raising their arm.
I'm going to just kind of raise my hands in preparation.
Okay.
What happens?
So, as it's raising its arm, it hits the top, and Gadron, remind me what your AC is.
18.
At the very last second, you can hear the creaking, and you just suddenly wake up. And just in time as you see a branch suddenly charging downwards towards you.
Yeah. That guy.
And just at the last second, you roll out the way, and it slams right into the floor.
Yeah, Gadron rolls in the direction of his swords and draws them in the same motion.
Yeah.
Wonder!
And the slam is obviously loud enough for Lowry and North
to wake up.
to be rude. So you see the tree, it begins to rip out its roots. And they almost look leg-shaped as it stands. A few trees to almost triangular positions from where that one is also rip out their roots and start lumbering slowly towards you. As they walk forward behind them,
Question, does this count as a long
energy
rest?
forms. Not quite.
Okay.
It's slowly forming a barrier. And goes, you can hear the voice going, on one hand, you and these trees here won't be able to move through it. But on the other hand, nothing outside of this thing can be possibly hurt. So go ahead and am I? Or giving you advice? You can decide. Well, come on. Those trees aren't going to attack themselves.
I'll just kind of...
Do the rest of us hear this?
No, the voice is only in Kai's head.
So do we just see these trees?
You just
starting
see
to move?
trees waking up and walking towards you.
We're just like, what?
I just want a knee-jerk response here. First of all, the noise of waking up, I want to put on my disguise.
Yes.
And seeing the trees start walking, with how the last few days have been, I'm just gonna pull out my bow and arrow. I'm just gonna fire at the nearest one.
Yeah,
Okay,
just looks
everyone
at
roll
Kai.
initiative.
Tom, did you say that we had or hadn't had a long rest?
I'll say that at the end of this fight you'll have a long rest. But for now, no.
Oh.
Okay, so
19 on
question here: should I roll initiative or the attack first?
First initiative.
Oh, -2 from that. My dex.
And
is-
Tom, how big is the dome?
The dome. It is. Oh, hey, you got a pretty high roll there.
That means I'm gonna miss.
That's the only roll you get at the
Okay,
same time.
so Larry has the higher dex overall.
Oh,
And,
wait. My roll. I
Yeah,
corrected
no, it's
it.
15. I'm
Yeah,
comparing you to Gadron. So
Okay.
you go before Gadron.
So
For
it's
Kai and Nor. Kai, what's your dex? And Nor as well?
My dex is 16, I believe.
Okay, and Nor, yours is...
My dex is all 16.
Okay.
Higher base roll.
I'm going to have to roll again just between you two. Yeah,
All right.
just roll
We just do a
D20.
straight up d20.
Yeah.
Well, you're going first. Don't even bother rolling.
Okay.
Gadron, before the combat starts, looks at Kai and just like, what did you do?
Do I still get my attack off though?
I'll say that it were no, I say that you're just in the middle of knocking the bow, and
All
Kai is already well awake, so it's definitely possible for him. Okay, so let's see here.
And yeah, how big did you say the dome is?
It's bigger than
I haven't
Fireball,
actually
if that's
finished.
you're asking.
Yeah, but is it enough for a fireball without killing all of us? Is my question.
I'd say it's about 100 feet wide in diameter.
Okay. And how many trees
So
are there?
almost flat. Sorry?
How many trees are there?
Or just
How many?
there are
trees?
how many trees are walking towards you?
Yes.
Just give me a second while I finish this, because that will answer your question.
There's 3 trees.
Yeah, 2 of them that were on the other side that heading towards you, and number 1 is the one that just tried turning Gadron into a pancake.
I don't think that would work.
It's
They can
not from lack of trying. More like, you can certainly tree.
I see what you
That was so bad.
I think while we're still kind of preparing, while this is kind of happening, I'll probably just kind of shout to Kai like, what's going on here? Can you? We need context.
It's some kind of test for me. I think they want to see wants to see what I'll do, but beyond that, I don't know.
Wait, do you want us to not? Are we okay to fight then? Is this safe?
I think I'll just kind of... It's my turn, isn't it?
Yes.
I'll just kind of look down at my hands and think back to that voice I heard in my dream. Whoever you might be, Proscenius.
Okay. Well, you weren't really dreaming.
No, the dream I had earlier.
Yeah, that one. Okay, yeah.
So I'll just say, whoever you might be, Proscenius, Proscenius, whatever god you might be, I'm sorry. And I'm going to cast Fireball at the 2 further trees.
Okay. So they're a little further apart, so you can only hit one of them.
Okay. Is there any two I can hit?
Sorry.
Is there any two I can hit?
You can
It's
hit
like
Gadget in tree
Yeah,
one.
you can hit. You can hit any. They've walked towards you a decent amount, so you can hit any of them, especially because you have. It's a
yeah, but
60 feet.
is there any two that I can hit?
Any two? No, I just said that they're too. They're too far apart.
Okay.
So
You can hit
You
Gadget
can
in tree one.
I mean,
So, yeah.
it wouldn't just be Gadrin; it would be Lowry and Nor as well.
I'm
that's fair.
I'm
Yeah, you
gonna-
better leave Barnaby out of this one.
I think
Oh,
yeah.
he's
I'm
not-
just going...
I don't think he's going for Chaos Bolt this time. Don't you worry.
Now in that case, I think I'm going to. I actually am going to go for Chaos Bolt because I want to wait for them to get a bit closer before I use the Fireball.
I'm telling you, don't hit Barnaby again, please.
I'll do my best. Although actually, if it does leap, they're not within 30 feet of us, are they?
Both of them, no. They are
So if it-
about 50 feet from you, and
Okay, so
roughly
yeah, actually,
70 or so
it
feet
just
from the
can't
others.
leap. If it leaps, nothing happens.
Okay.
There's nothing else in the radius unless it's like an animal or something.
So
That's-
this one is it's going to miss, unfortunately.
And nothing happens. Okay.
Okay, so that's it. Nor, up to you.
All right, so the one that's close to Gadron, is it within 5 feet of him?
Not anymore because Gadrin rolled away, but both you and Lowry are within 5 feet of it.
Okay, so I can still get my my advantage through that, right?
Yes.
Because it's not focused
can.
on me. All right. All right, let's see here. 17.
Is going to hit. Roll for damage.
All right.
Ooh.
Ooh!
Why do I hit so hard against the tree? Hold on. I just want to say, like, let's take a moment to appreciate the fact that a regular arrow has hurt a tree more than a living being made of flesh.
Okay. Well, what was the highest damage you did to them?
Like half that at best. It was like 11, maybe 12.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that because the
I
damage
figured it would be halved.
halved. Yeah, because it's bark. It's not actual.
Yeah, I figured it would be halved.
Piercing damage, so it's just going to be so that is going to be 12 points of.
Funnily enough, I still think that
Piercing
might
damage
actually beat out my other damage rolls.
Yeah. Question: is this the kind of resistance that ignores the fact that the weapons are magical, or?
It's just a flat resistance to piercing. It doesn't say anything about magic.
Gotcha.
And plus, my short bow's not magic.
Yeah.
I'm also just going to turn to Lowry, the other person who uses magic, and just say, sorry if this advice is kind of obvious, but use fire.
Yes, don't worry.
All right. After sticking an arrow into this tree, I would like to use my bonus action to hide.
I'm going to impose disadvantage because you're in a clearing and all the trees around you have been blocked off by a field of magic.
That's fine. A 6.
So 8. Let me just see if it actually sees you. Yeah, unfortunately, it still sees you try to go under the wagon. Wait, that is where you're going to hide, right? Are we going to go under the wagon, or?
He's gonna hide.
We'll say the other side of the wagon, not so much under. Well, no, you know, let's just say I kind of like trying to move to any like. Okay, let me go back a little bit. We are enclosed, correct?
Enclosed in a giant magic field.
Yeah. I would like to kind of move farther out to an outer edge, just getting some distance. And I was hoping to find something to hide there, but it's just like, oh, there's nothing. There really is nothing. So I'll move away from
So you're
the wagon. I obviously don't want to draw attention to.
Yeah. So you're moving away from the wagon. That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I
the
basically
tree
want to
is
get
being-
as much distance as I can from the trees in general.
So the tree, fortunately, remember, moving away, you haven't disengaged, so it is going to be an opportunity attack. Unless
That's
you'd like to change that to disengage.
You know, I said what I said. I'm just gonna go with what I had said. I
Okay.
tried.
So that means, including the opportunity attack and its actual attack, it's going to be attacking you twice.
Man, it's got some range.
Well, right now, well, because it's using its reaction as an opportunity to attack you,
Right.
and then it's going to move towards you and hit you again. And also, yeah, it does have a decent reach.
That's fair. That's fair.
It's got 10-foot reach. So its first one is going to be a 16. Does that hit? Yes or no?
That meets, so it beats.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Nice one. And so, as far as attacking goes, I need... Where is that last D6? There it is.
Oh no.
It is going to deal... It's going to deal 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right.
So it just smacks you a little further away, and it's going to attack you again. This time, it's just going to slam. It's straight downwards. So this one is going to miss, unfortunately. It just slightly.
Wait, what do you mean? Unfortunately, hold on.
Unfortunately for the tree. Sorry, I misspoke. I was doing character I was in character for the tree, which is something I never thought I'd have to say post primary school play days. Okay, so that's its turn done.
Did you say Lowry? Sorry, your voice.
Yes, I did.
Okay, so I'm gonna create a flaming sphere. But can I just check if this is creature must make a saving throw against the sphere's damage? Does that mean they do a saving throw and then if they fail, they take the damage?
Yes.
Okay.
Because it's not a very high level spell, right?
No, I don't think so. So I'm gonna create a sphere, not over any of the trees, and then I'm gonna ram it into the nearest one.
Okay, that will be number one. So go ahead. Oh wait, no, it has to roll save. What save is it?
14.
Dexterity?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. It fails.
Ooh.
Okay, so it takes this doesn't sound right, but 2d6 fire damage.
Okay, so go ahead, roll for that.
Yep. So that's 8. And
8?
then that sphere will stay like around them, and if they end their turn in that sphere, they'll take that damage again.
Nice. Okay, so it takes 16 damage, actually.
Wait, really? Why?
Because it's weak to fire.
It's made of
Yes,
wood.
Oh, yes.
Vulnerability.
Sorry, yes.
You
Damn.
can see that it is suddenly like flailing around, almost like it's in pain.
If it counts as a flammable object, then it's set on fire as well. But I don't think that
yeah,
really does
it is
anything.
currently like the flaming spit. We'll say that for flavor, that's because it's currently on fire
Yeah.
right now, and you can see some of its leaves are starting to crumple up and dry up and just fall to the floor and ashen.
Question, Tom. How tall are these trees?
They are a huge size, so pretty damn big.
Yeah, are we thinking
how-
redwoods or oaks?
More than 20 feet big. Is my question.
Well, let me just check how size works.
You know, maybe this is all because Gadrin tried to cut down so many trees today.
This is true.
Trying
They're
to cut
taking
down
revenge.
one.
Now that I think about it, you know.
You cut
I
down
only
one of
tried
us,
to
we'll
cut
cut
down
down
one.
one of you.
Cut me some slack, man.
Okay, so it is huge. So it is it is 3x3. So that is a 15 feet wide.
Okay, so
So they
15 feet wide, but how tall is that then?
I suppose it depends, but in this case, it would be.
Are we talking redwood or oak?
Yeah, that's
I don't know what that means. I imagine oaks.
Redwood trees are massive.
Like
We'll
taller
see.
than the
I think
Empire
we'll
State Building, massive.
Okay, no. that would be gargantuan.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd say it's about 30 feet tall.
Okay, perfect. That means if I hit the top of it with a fireball, I don't hit any of the party. I'm a genius.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay. So, but you're gonna have to wait for that because it's currently Gadron's turn.
Gadrin sees the one tree light on fire that had just given Jameson a pretty bad hit, so he's gonna charge that one.
Okay. Go ahead, roll
To roll the attack. 19.
Mm-hmm. Making a statement there. 19, that hits.
Oh dear. Okay. So. Yeah, I would like to use my third octahedron of dominance to make it a come at me attack.
All right.
For 14 slashing, unless it's resisted, in which case 7.
So 14, that is going to hit. That is 14 slashing damage. So slashing, you said?
Yes.
Okay, that's going to do full damage, actually.
Nice.
You do actually just knock off several bits of bark as you do that, and even a couple of branches get hit.
And I go again.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so...
Oh!
Ooh.
Okay, yeah, that's, yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
That's going to be a lot of...
For 11 more slashing.
Ooh. So, yeah, as you go ahead and swing the second time, the large club-shaped branch that attacked NOOOO just gets lopped clean off. There are still several more branches to worry about, but the biggest looking one, it is gone. It's on the floor now.
Yeah, good. Yeah, and one more. I think that hits.
Yes. If a 19 hit, then 25 definitely hit.
Mm-hmm. For 9 slashing.
Oh, yeah, it is looking really damaged now. My goodness. Yeah, it's down. It's like you managed to knock off a root, and it just kind of falls a little bit, stumbles, and barely able to hold on.
Yeah,
it's kind of like it.
Has it made the DC 15?
And it's just hobbling at this point. Has it made a what?
Yeah, the DC 15 wisdom save.
Oh, no, it hasn't. I forgot about that. That one fail. Yeah, no, it's seeing you, and now that you've done all this, it's definitely it's like, you know what? Forget NOOOO. This guy, I should have done what I did ages ago and tried to make him a pancake. Let's do this. Okay, the other two trees. So I said they're about 50 feet away. So they move 20 feet forward.
Does that put them within
Still
40
unable to reach. With it is so they were 50 feet. Now they are 30 feet away from Yukai.
Yeah, but how far away are they from each other?
So they are at the edges. So they are about 50 feet away before. So the way I'm not that good in trigonometry, so I can't. Let me just see.
Oh, is it diagonal?
Yeah, they move diagonally. So.
See, it's hexes.
So. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have the 20 properly. So I would say that they are. I'd say they're about 35 feet away from each other at this point.
Okay, that works.
Still
Okay, so is that their turnover?
That's all they can do.
Okay, so it's my turn then.
Yep.
Oh, okay, I'm going to look over at the two trees approaching me. I'm just going to go, well, Proscenius or Arcania or whatever deity you were who spoke to me back there. I'm sorry. And I'm going to cast Fireball into the middle of both of them in order to hit them both. So could both of them make me a DC 16 spell save?
What's the range of fireball, like the sphere itself?
20 foot radius.
20 foot radius, so that's 40 diameter. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So they both need to make a dex save.
Dex save DC 16.
16.
Yes.
First one will fail. The second one succeeds with a nat 20.
Okay. Okay, I am using a sorcery point here.
I was about to say.
So I can re-roll 5 of those dice, so I'm going to re-roll all but the 3s. That was meant to be a 9 plus 5d6, so that's actually
Okay,
20.
So
23 half on the other one.
Okay, well,
Oh,
given
really?
how they are weak to fire, it's actually just normal on one of them and weak on the other. So one of them takes 22 damage, the other takes 44.
Yeah, and
how the fuck are you guys still level 5? It sounds like way more. Okay, so
and bonus action, I think I'm going to convert one of my level 2 spell slots into 3 sorcery points to put myself back up to 6.
Question: are you still
Okay.
under the wild magic? And are you still under the Tides of Chaos?
Am I? That's up to you, Tom.
well, no, because you used it last time.
Yeah, but am I still? Is it? If it's still being used up, does that mean I have to roll on the table now?
Well, I believe it was because once you've rolled on the table, then afterwards it goes back to being not used up. That's why I remember.
Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, so actually I've got it again, right?
Yeah, so just roll another d20.
Okay. 18.
Okay.
So yeah, okay. And yeah, as I mentioned, I'm converting one of my level 2 spell slots to
Sorcery
to
points.
3 sorcery points.
Works for me.
Yep.
So yeah, one of them gets hit pretty bad. The other one is now just inflamed, and it is. And with the movie, it's going like if it had a mouth, it would be screaming. Don't laugh at that; it's horrifying.
That poor tree.
Yeah.
All right.
Not safe for the environment.
Okay. So, okay, Nor, back to you.
All right.
Slightly winded from being smacked by a tree.
I'd say it's a little more than slightly winded. It was almost half my health, my total health.
14. How much HP do you have?
It was 14. That's right. That's actually more than half my total health.
Oh my god! I forgot you didn't roll very well for your HP.
You can just assume I didn't roll very well for most things. All right, but being winded and still try to catch a breath, I'm just gonna go ahead and line up a shot now that I see its back is, or what I assume would be the tree's back is no longer facing me.
Yeah, because it's currently got its attention focused on Quadruin.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take another shot with my bow against it. 2 10s, baby.
Yeah, hit. Go ahead.
All right.
Don't worry, you're a rogue. You're gonna get a lot of stuff to help you in the long run. That's
no,
good
I know.
damage.
I'm just kind of like laughing because it's like 90% of the times that I've had to roll with advantage, it's been the same number on both.
And unfortunately, it wasn't Gadget's glorious double crit.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so that's 12 again. I think that's the exact same damage I rolled last time. It is.
Okay. It is
Uh.
halved. But still. Matt, how do you want to do this?
Ooh.
How do I want it? It's a tree, and this is an arrow. All right, I no, I got it. All right. So after all these hits it's been taking, and the tree itself moving, I assume these cracks have sort of formed, and as
Yeah,
wood splinters
there are
and
a
stuff.
few like openings like away out
Yeah.
from the bark. It's a few what looks to be a small
So here's what
soft
happens.
area.
I fire my arrow, and it just so happens to land right in one of those wedge spots. And of
Yep.
course, it kind of turns to respond again. But as it does, it just so happens that the metal head of the arrow is wedged just right, to where as it turns, it basically splits itself.
Oh.
Ooh, creative. So
And
yeah,
because the
exactly
arrows
as
were
you-
just wedged just enough that when it turned, it was split from the both sides and just kind of down the just and falls with a loud thud.
Yeah, so as it does that, it turns and you can see just you can hear each time it moves the cracks getting wider and wider until eventually the tree is moving so much both from the pain and trying to respond to your attack that it literally just falls in two and just
All right,
two
from my
halves of this
follow
tree trunk are now down.
for my follow up, since there's I very clearly can see the two other trees here. I'm going to run up and use the now split body of that thing as cover and try to hide.
Okay, roll for stealth. 13. Let's see if they notice.
At the very least, it's a place I can catch my breath.
They do notice, but you are behind cover now, so they will have disadvantage trying to attack you. And even then, they're still far away, and they can't exactly do much to attack you. They're fucking trees. They don't know how to use bows.
Hey, okay, hold on. Clearly, you've never seen what Treebeard and the other Ents did. If you're just saying they're just trees, whew.
No, these aren't treants. These are trees.
I mean,
They don't have faces. They don't have mouths. They don't have full bodies. They're just trees that are moving. It looks
Potato,
it looks
tomato. All right.
less Lord of the
Potato,
Rings, more
tomato.
Monster House.
Last I checked, trees don't attack people.
Yeah, I think that was the tree that was gonna go next. That just died.
Oh, that's sick.
Was it? Yes, it was.
So
Okay.
It's Lowry's turn.
Yeah.
now.
So the
It
other
is.
two are both 30 feet away from me, I believe, and on the other side from. Well, actually, yeah, 30 feet from me.
And currently on fire.
I don't know where. Yeah, I don't know where I am in relation to the rest of the party.
Is the one that was originally in my sphere still in the sphere?
It died, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the one that.
Yeah, it's dead.
I'll
Yeah,
move my
yeah.
sphere over.
As
to
it
another
dies, it's the you do see there are a few embers left, so just be careful. No.
All right.
Well, moving the sphere is a bonus action, so I'll though I don't. Okay, I might as well do another attack. I'll pull out my crossbow and shoot with that, and then after having done that, I'll ram with the flaming sphere, and I'll just go for the nearest one.
Sorry. Repeat that. I got.
I'm going to use my crossbow first.
Okay.
Plus 7, and then after that, I'll.
So crossbow
Damn.
is your action.
Yeah.
So yeah, roll that hits.
Okay, so that's 8 damage. And then I'll.
Which one are you aiming for? There's two.
Just whichever is closest. I'm not too bothered.
They're both at about equal distance. One of them is more on fire than the other.
The one that's more on fire.
Okay.
And then after that, I will ram the one that's less on fire with my flaming sphere. So it has to do a dex check.
So they're
Oh, yeah.
they're a little further away from where your flaming sphere is.
I can move it for a bonus action.
Keep in mind, they're about... How far can you move it?
That's a fair point. Let's see. Up to 30 feet.
Yeah, I'd say they're about in range. So
Okay.
yeah, you're able to just move it, and it does how much damage again? Or they have to make a dex
It
save?
has to do a dex save with the DC being 14.
Okay. You aiming for the one less on fire or more on
Less
fire?
on fire.
Less on fire. Okay.
He's
dex
not going to
save.
make it equivalent.
Yeah,
This
hopefully.
is the law of equivalent exchange. So it fails. So go
Okay.
ahead, roll for damage.
Let me just check how much that is again. 2d6, okay. Here. Oh. 4.
4 damage, double to
And then-
8.
So just one of its leaves catches fire and dies.
No, it's a branch. Okay. So that's Lowry done. So now it's up to Gadron.
The trees have gotten within 30 feet of me, right?
Yes,
Yeah, I'm gonna charge the one that's.
because they're
that's
all.
I'm gonna charge the one that's the most on fire.
Okay. Roll to attack.
Yep. Another 19.
That hits. Why did I give you guys magic weapons when you already have an artificer?
Because you could. And because you like us.
I thought so hard about whether or not I could that I never stopped to think about whether I should.
11 slashing damage, by the way.
How do you want to do this?
Gadrin just sort of makes a flying leap towards this tree that's on fire. And with both his swords at his side, and he cleaves them past him in such a way that it splits the tree in two horizontally.
Oh yeah, so it's just there's the bottom half as you go literally through it. The bottom half just kind of slumps down, and the other one it jumps up for a bit, letting you through, back down, and then just topples off. So it just looks like someone cut down a tree but managed to reach far higher than a chainsaw should.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So that is tree number 2 dead.
And then Gadrin immediately turns his attention to the one that's still standing.
Okay.
I think that hits.
Yes. Fucking. Jesus, you are.
Well, that's 7 slashing.
That's not. So you're gonna get off a couple branches there, but that tree is still standing.
I still have one more.
Gatrin is just like a cyclone.
Jesus Christ!
Gatrin is just a cyclone right now.
This is the okay. Finally, you miss.
No, like I basically swing my second sword in the same arc that the first one that cut off the branches did, so I hit nothing.
Yeah. You're just like, it's kind of like Drax when who was inside that creature. You're just going, yeah. Okay, so that tree, after seeing its friend die, so it's looking backwards and forwards. But then it remembers why it goes ahead and it attacks Kai. It just walks forward and attacks Kai. So it is going to be a 20 to hit.
I am going to expend my final spell slot and cast shield, giving me an AC of 21.
Okay, so it just bonk.
Yeah, I just raise
You
my
just hear like a
moment and kind of
you
like,
hear an echoey metallic clang as it just hits you. You end up with the shield and the mage armor done. It hits you so hard that you do actually end up slightly embedded into the ground, but
yeah.
you are unharmed.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, so that's its turn done. So it goes back up to you, Kai.
So it's still like 30 feet.
It's 10 feet now. It's reached up to you. It's about 10 feet away.
But
Otherwise I'm gonna be able to attack you.
I can still fire at the top of it and not hit anyone else, right?
Yes, because it's
Okay,
like
I am going to use I am putting everything into this, literally everything I have. I'm using the 5 sorcery points that I have, and as a bonus action, I'm going to convert them into a level 3 spell slot. I'm going to let loose another fireball.
All right.
So DC 16, Dex save.
DC 16. It
Yes.
succeeds.
It succeeds. Okay. That's some good damage though. So that's half of 35, which
that's going to be 18. It is.
Isn't it weak to fire?
Which then gets doubled.
Yeah, but it saved its DC, so it just. Oh no! Wait, you're right. So that means it just does normal damage.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you want to do this?
I think it just like it doesn't even like catch on fire. I think my fireball is hot enough that it just melts.
Well, I mean, trees don't melt, but
I don't. What would melt?
it ends up just it goes from a giant, impressive tree to just what's basically the remains of a small campfire.
Wood apparently melts to around 500 degrees Fahrenheit, so I don't know what that is in Celsius.
I'd imagine 200 some.
Technically a lot less, but yeah, I know what you mean.
260. So if my fire's 260, then I can melt the wood.
Yeah, but I feel like it'd be incinerated before it reached that point.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it's now the top half of it is just ash. There's nothing but a stump with legs that falls over dead.
One more roll.
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, no
And I'll just kind of like, I'll just turn to nothing and just start going, well, there's your trial.
Yeah, Gadget just looks at Kai like he's grown a second head. Just like, what?
Whoever the hell you are.
And he goes, yes, it turns out you are a decent choice. And you see the field slowly dissipate. And as it does, some of the energy that it was made of goes into you guys, all of you, and you can feel your energy return to you. Your wounds are healed. Any sort of power you have is restored. And you are now all fully healed as if you've taken a long rest.
Did my arrows survive?
Roll investigation.
It's gonna be a no. Well, to be fair, actually, this is a negative modifier, so there's a chance. Yep. I only get good numbers on negative modified things like that.
Yeah, no, the arrow is fine. It's just kind of lying next to the
attacking with strength or something.
Apparently, do I even have minus strength? I got -1 in strength. Maybe that's it.
Yeah, if you
start attacking with swords.
Yeah,
you can't use strength for ranged attacks. That's not how it works.
Throwing weapons, counterpoint.
Okay, but no, but I was talking about the bow. Unless you plan on just
I throw the bow, boom, or the arrows,
itself.
either one. I can throw the bow. I can throw the arrows.
You could actually strangle someone with the bowstring.
Yeah, you kill them with the bow too.
Okay, but yeah. So the way dissipates, and you can go. Yes, well, she was right to pick you, and I suppose I should do the same.
I don't know how that proves anything.
We'll talk about it later. Don't you worry.
Telling anyone that I killed 3 trees with fire should lower my chance of getting qualified for whatever it is you want me for.
That's oh, it's a little more complicated than that, boy. You'll understand.
I'm just gonna kind of go over to Kai, just kind of hearing.
I am just going to like respond. Go fuck yourself.
I'm gonna
No response.
like, he's losing it, man.
I'm just gonna go over to Kai and just start shaking him like, Kai, Kai.
It was one of those dream voices I get sometimes, something to do with my magic.
What?
Get
No, wait, what? You're hearing voices?
Yes,
looks up at the sky again.
Telepathy. It's just like I can do, and just as a point, I'll just like cast the message cantrip like this. Remember?
Right, okay. I'm sure it's
Roll,
definitely
Kai, roll persuasion.
I feel like I'm not convinced after just having seen him just shouting at himself. So, like,
It's been a long day to like.
Gadget just looks up at the sky.
Persuasion is a good roll for me.
Gadget just looks up at the sky again.
Okay, and I'm gonna ask all three of you to roll insight.
oh damn it! The one time I don't want to have a high stat.
This is the one time you're supposed to try and get like okay. No, actually, in this case, I'll say if you roll.
Damn it!
No, Nye, you believe him. You know he's telling the truth. And it's just that you're okay. Nora and Gadron, he's
losing it.
Like, he needs to sleep. Like after what happened with the archers and now this, he needs to fucking rest.
Gadron just pats Kai on the head. Like, hey, don't worry about it. The sea voices will go away after a while.
I'm going to when I meet whoever did this, I'm going to throw a fireball right in their face.
What? You still haven't explained what happened. What is this?
When I woke up and began to take the watch, I suddenly lost vision, and some voice told me that it wanted me to go through a trial for something. It wouldn't explain what, no matter how politely I asked. And then it, well, whatever that voice was, it awakened those trees, and it wanted me to fight them.
Yeah, Gadget just shakes his head at Kai.
I think it's just those elves trying to pass it off as some sort of divine test.
Like, come on, man. You know what happened.
I could believe that.
That seems possible. What kind of voice was it?
It was a woman's voice.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't a woman's voice. It was high pitched.
Okay.
It was somewhat high pitched, but it was definitely a male.
But it was also
playful.
a different voice from the one I heard in my dream, correct?
Yes, this one was a little higher pitched, more playful, and it laughed a lot more. It definitely laughed a lot more.
Yeah, it was a man's voice, spoke of a woman choosing me for something. I don't know. I'd rather just move on and forget about it.
Me too.
Maybe it's a good sign we should get going.
Yeah,
I feel restored somehow from brink of exhaustion to just fine.
Yeah, Gadget just shakes his head. Yeah, well, let's get going.
I'll nod and begin to pack my things.
I'll go ahead and hook Barnaby back up to the cart.
I put my swords back in the sheaths. They're still on the ground and put them back on my back.
Yes, instead, I'll go ahead and recover the casket because again, as we see with all these things around, I want people seeing that we're carrying it around.
All right. Okay, so everyone gets in the cart with the occasional side glance towards Kai. But now, because everyone has been fully restored, including Barnaby, who's now up and ready to go. But the dissipating of the barrier also healed him.
Good.
That sounded almost evil there.
That's all that matters. As long as Barnaby survives this whole thing, that's all that matters.
Let the healing flow through you.
The dissipating of the barrier also healed the trees. Roll initiative.
No.
Well,
No,
we're already
no.
in the wagon. Let's just book it.
Yeah, there's no barrier there. You just fucking run. They've only got 20 feet of movement. Go.
That is very true. Yeah.
So, yeah, no, they're done.
No, they've thrown in the towel. And it caught fire.
Okay. So you're back on the road. And once again, pretty uneventful day. Thankfully. Well, I don't know why I say once again when yesterday was crazy.
Then the day before.
This time
the day
it's very peaceful. They're still the same animals. And you do see there's a fox that's following you a little bit once again.
Do we all see this?
Gadget goes to look at it again.
Roll animal handling. Well, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to be scary or are you trying to be welcoming to it?
And yeah, Gadget at the moment is trying to gauge what exactly it wants.
Okay. In that case, yeah, animal handling. Because insight doesn't really work with a non-sentient being.
15.
15. It's kind of following along, and it's sort of it keeps sniffing. It keeps sniffing the air as if like it can smell something that's coming from you guys.
Yeah, Gadget looks over at Lowry. Do you fuck? Yeah, are folks why? Yeah, I think this fox smells something on us. Do you think it wants food?
Which fox?
That fox.
You can. It's following behind you pretty openly, which is odd for a fox.
How long has that been there?
It's been a little bit of an egg. Yeah, no, I'd say about an hour after we set off.
That's odd. That doesn't seem like something a normal fox would do. I don't know.
Just a meta question. Does Kai in character know anything about druids?
In fact, actually, would I know? Because technically, this is a magic-y thing, isn't it? So
True. I'll ask both of you to roll Arcana.
Okay.
oh hell yeah.
Gadget doesn't know heads or tails of inland animals, so he's not.
No,
gonna roll.
I'm not gonna. But you just don't know.
I'll tell you, James is just about ready to shoot whatever's coming at this rate. Everything's been bad.
It's yeah. You look behind, you see it, and you're just like, if it makes one fucking move, I swear to God, I'm gonna snap.
Yeah.
I'll
just have my bow in one hand at that, like kind of lowered, but just at the ready in case.
Like, if this is Arthur pulling shenanigans again, I swear to God.
Speaking of which, your two people who rolled.
Yeah, I know. I saw.
Yeah.
You do know about you are aware about Druid's existence and about how pretty have a strong affinity with nature and can even transform into animals.
Can I do a check to see if I think that this is one? Or would that not really be the kind of thing that would come into my mind when I don't
roll
really know if
insight.
that's common enough that I think that. Okay.
Roll insight.
Insight is +3.
I might do the same, but that's okay.
Yeah.
14.
Okay. So you look into your rations and you find one piece of meat that is it's gone off a bit slightly. So at this point you think maybe this can be a way of checking. So you throw the meat towards the fox and it just grabs it and scampers off.
Oh.
And with that you can assume it was not a druid. This was just
However, I am going to keep my eyes out for anything strange.
Well, I guess that solves that mystery.
Or it was just a really hungry druid.
It could be.
No, the fucking conspiracy theorist.
Hey, we were attacked by trees last night. Don't tell me that's out of the realm of possibility.
I'm so good at making you guys all paranoid. It all started with you being attacked at a festival, and now this.
Our mental health is just slowly declining.
I'm intelligence stable. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
You weren't there.
You weren't there, man.
Or maybe you just haven't been stable this whole time and you're just used to it.
You know, Tom, Nye and I started a campaign
I mean,
last month.
you've already been so these pixies flying around your head for so long.
Tom, Nye and I started a new campaign last month, and it began at a festival, and no one died there, and it actually remained a festival. It is possible.
I know it's possible, but is it fun? Kind of boring. Your festival.
Yeah,
A festival boring. Yeah, according to Tom.
It's like a Dothraki wedding. If there aren't at least 2 deaths, it's boring.
True.
Oh, dear.
Anyway,
Anyway,
I guess
so
we
you
can-
guys keep going, and eventually, around midway through the day, the path starts to look a little more solid again.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it looks like we're getting close to the to Prissy Inlander City.
Yeah, or
And as
general.
you approach as you come across, you do see a few small, very short-looking huts. As you go along, you find more and more, until eventually you find several small, bustling areas, and all of them occupied by gnomes.
Yeah.
One of them, there's one middle-aged woman who comes up to you like, well, we certainly weren't expecting visitors. How nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Gadget sort of blinks at him. Yeah, can I check to see if he's seen? Well, actually, no, he has seen a gnome before.
He's definitely seen gnomes.
Yeah, that sort of blinks at her and just like,
Yeah. Hi.
yeah.
I thought
Didn't realize this path was occupied.
So what brings you?
Yeah,
Well, you see, we've got a friend who's in a bit of deep trouble with some Prissy Inlanders, and we're trying to get some stuff to make sure they don't kill him.
Oh my, that sounds quite dangerous. How? So you, how long have you been journeying so far?
yeah, bro.
Half a week.
2-3
give or
days.
take.
Oh, half a week. Oh my goodness. Well, yes, you must be quite tired after all that traveling.
Not really. We've
rested.
Yeah, we've been resting well.
Okay. Oh well, that's good to hear. But possibly hungry or something.
I suppose my instinct right now is to be suspicious of everyone. Can I roll it?
You can.
7.
As far as you can tell, like she just seems like a bit of a. Like, you can't tell what she's thinking exactly, but at that moment, your stomach does begin to rumble. Because that energy barrier may have filled up your health and spell slots, but it didn't fill up your stomach. So you do start feeling a little bit peckish.
I'll just look at everyone else. What do you guys think?
Gadget looks at Barry.
Real cool.
I mean, I could go for food, but I'd much rather keep going. But I don't want to force us to leave it. It might be best if we do stop for a while. Though ideally not for more than an hour or so.
I mean, if you're looking for a between ground, we could just eat something and continue on our way.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah, Gadget. It's settled. We'll get a bite to eat, and then we'll be on our way.
Though it's no trouble for you, is it?
Oh no, of course not. Of course, we do like finding new travelers here. Please. The local inn is just nearby.
Okay, that's. Okay.
Yeah,
I think I will. I think I might do. that's setting off alarm bells. I think that's giving me the same vibes as the logical.
Cold village, yeah.
Hey, can we get some insight checks here?
Yeah, I'll do
Hey,
one for sure.
I'm actually gonna make an insight roll because Gadrin's
Oh.
starting to notice the similarities himself.
I'm just
Ooh.
chill. I'm ready to
I'm
go, I guess.
rolling quite well today.
Okay, Gadrin.
8.
So everyone else is just like, well, the idea of food is just getting more and more tempting. Lowry, yes, you are indeed flashing back to what happened in Eastmore.
Do I notice anything in about this situation that I feel is worth avoiding?
You do notice that a lot of the gnomes are paying attention to you guys, and you can see a couple of children that are going up, giving quite a curious look to Gadrin. Clearly, they have not seen someone of his size in a while. After all, these are pretty short people.
Hmm.
And so,
Okay.
a woman, she seems very friendly, but it's a little, seems almost too friendly. Like she wants you here for some reason.
Well. Okay, thank you. Where did you say it was? Sorry.
Oh, it's just a little bit to the right from here.
Ah, thank you.
Here.
We will go.
And then
We'll head on over there. And then as we kind of start to head, I'll probably just say to these guys, to like everyone's like, I don't really like the feeling of this, so just I don't have any specific reason though, so I say we go, but just maybe be on edge a bit, you know, because we
I
could
don't
do
know.
with a bit of food.
She seems fine to me, but Tom, do we have food on us, right?
You do, yes. Although by this point, it's been a while since you filled up, and again, you did throw a little bit towards. So it might be nice to just stock up a little bit. You are a few days away. You're about by this point you're 6, maybe 5 days away.
Well, she seems fine to me, but if the last 2 days have taught me anything, it's that nothing in this place is safe. So
I think exactly.
Yeah, Gadrin looks back. Gadrin looks toward the back of the wagon. Good. Are you saying there's something to do with cargo?
with what?
I
The
don't
cargo.
think so, but I mean that's no reason not to keep an eye on it for certain.
I don't feel good leaving this wagon anywhere out of our sight.
I think if it's okay, maybe if I stay by it, and maybe you bring me some food if everything goes okay. And then also, since I'm staying behind, it means that if anything does go wrong,
Sounds good.
How, if I may, we can keep moving. I mean, they said that there's more than one village between where we were and where we're going.
I motion to keep moving.
okay. Well,
And as it is, there
that was my kind of ideal outcome anyway. So if you guys don't mind, then I'd much rather do that.
We have food in our packs. I think we can.
there's no point in adding extra risk to the dangers that are already prevalent.
Gadrin looks at everybody. Yeah, pats his stomach and just resignedly says, "Oh right."
I'll give you a ration, Catherine.
Sorry, Cantron, but
Hey, if it helps, while we're going, we can keep an eye out for anything that we might be able to eat along the way.
Sounds good.
do some hunting.
Yeah, I think we're just going to move on.
Okay. So
And true to my word, I'd like to keep an eye out for anything like plant or otherwise to eat along the way.
Okay.
Survival, I assume.
Yep.
The art of combat.
I do have experience in this. I walked from Misstroke to Prospect, so
Yeah, by yourself with no memory of who you were, and you still managed to make out fine. So yeah, you'll keep. So as you look around, within the village itself, as you go past, and you can see a few people looking very disappointed because you're not staying. As you go along, you do find a handful of edible plants and berries. You do find a couple of rabbits that you're able to shoot down. Although, Kai, you did say you were going to pass Gadron a ration, didn't you?
Yeah. So
Okay.
Yeah,
I think
it's both down by now.
Yeah. Okay. So
I think at this point, because I'm going to be actively kind of searching, I'll kind of lead ahead
right.
of Barnaby.
Okay.
So I'll be like walking along in front.
Okay. So Kai, you reach into the bag to give Gadron a bit of food, and inside of it seemed very meat shaped or food shaped. Pick it up, and it's a weird green ball of some kind.
Can I? What is this?
Yeah,
Where's that
yeah,
this?
is this what you were in there, say?
No. Can I make a check to do what's the ball? What does the ball feel like?
So it kind of feels a little bit like glass. It's almost completely spherical, except for this one little nub that's kind of protruding out of it that you can kind of wiggle around. You can sort of press on it and that sort of thing.
Can I make some kind of check to see if I know what this might be? Or if I can figure out what it might do.
You can make a Constitution check.
A check.
Everyone makes a Constitution saving throw.
Oh,
Even so far as the front? All right.
So Constitution check.
It goes
okay?
pretty far out.
19.
6.
11.
Oh, that was a 1d2. You know what? To be fair, there was like an 80% chance that was going to be my roll anyways.
It's a 10. Okay, and okay, so everyone except Gadron suddenly it just explodes into green gas. And everyone just is knocked unconscious. Except Gadron. Gadron is fine. He's not quite fine. You are still reeling from it.
Wait, hold on. Do I need to roll for Barnaby?
I don't know. Let me just see what a horse's constitution is again. The riding horse. Okay, yeah. So it's a +1. So go ahead, roll for Barnaby.
Dude, Barnaby's hardy, dude.
Barnaby, okay, but due to the way it's done, it does still weaken him, but it just doesn't knock him out immediately.
Like you did for Gadron?
Yeah, you're still weak, and you currently have a point of exhaustion.
What in it? Hey, who did that?
You can see coming out from the trees several of the gnomes you saw in the village, including the middle-aged one, goes, "We asked to take you in, and you refused. That's quite rude."
Gadron gives them the biggest glare. And pulls out both swords, just like, all right, little brunts, you wanna go?
Well, I'm afraid we don't go the same way you do. So, but I suppose if it's a fight you want, we are able to offer one to you.
Then bring it. If I win, you leave us alone. And if I lose, take me and only me.
Well, unfortunately, it's not going to be us. We don't deal like that.
Yeah, do you deal like this? And I immediately move to attack her.
Okay. Roll an attack. Roll for attack.
23.
You go ahead and hit her, but but one of the gnomes dives in the last second and takes it, and he is immediately cut down. She looks down and goes, "Well, that was you indeed." Just tell me how many hit points you have.
50.
Okay, so
That's not something you want to hear from the DM.
well, if it means anything, this isn't for damage. So okay, so no, you are still just about able to survive. So you take how much is this actually? So you take so remove 24 from your HP, but it isn't actually damage. If that's going to make any sense.
It does not make any sense, actually.
Okay, but
you'll
see what I mean.
Theoretical HP? Is that what it is?
Yes. 24.
Wait, so I took 26 damage.
No, it's 24.
Don't do this, Tom. You'll get Gadrin debating with himself again.
Don't you understand? This is what I wanted the whole time. It's my greatest source of entertainment.
Wait, so I got knocked down to 24 temporary hit points, is what you're saying?
Yes. It's like temporary hit points, but negative. If that makes any sense.
Okay, so basically my HP cap is down to 24.
Yes, temporarily.
So if correct me if I'm wrong, but the lady said you shouldn't have done that when I cut that guy down, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So Gadrin just sort of reels back a little bit, feeling himself weaken, and just like, what? Yeah, and he looks at the lady and is just like, what do you really want? Yeah, like as deep and menacing as he can manage. Can I make an intimidation check?
Well, you're still very groggy, so it's going to be with disadvantage.
Alright, and I'm gonna do this properly this time.
D exclamation roll.
No, that wasn't what I did last time.
Oh.
7.
She just kind of laughs. Oh, it's not about what I want. It's what he wants.
Hey.
Yes. You might have heard about him. Because we've certainly heard about you four.
I give her another glare. Yeah, if I've heard of him, that doesn't narrow it down much. Is it that pretty inlander from the big city?
Oh, no. Well, the pixie that council at South Serena. No, it's got nothing to do with them.
Then who?
Oh, he's far more powerful than them. He's one of the most powerful beings you'd ever heard of. The first being. The creator of all. Vareed.
Gadget's expression goes from menacing to just flat. I get it. He just sort of walks a bit forward, sheaths his swords, sits down. Let me engage you with a little bit of logical debate.
Ooh.
You see, if your creator is so powerful, then why is it that the beings he created could rebel against him, tear him into pieces, and just utterly outclass him? And why? I reach into my pack, I grab the box that holds the impart and open it. Do I have this?
Because those beings he created did the same thing that you did. Eyes are glowing slightly as she's losing her composure. They cheated.
Gadrin, it's not cheating if you win. It's only cheating if you're caught. And look at me. I don't have any magic. I don't have any doodads. I just have me and my swords. And you know what? The thing that came from it died scared of me. It died scared of me. I'm not afraid of whatever your creator has made. I'm not afraid of what you can do to me. I'm not afraid.
Take another 22 hit points of damage.
So I'm down to 2.
Yes, you are feeling drowsy at this point. But I do not appreciate the way you speak about our creator.
I don't appreciate the way you ignore logic.
It's not a question of logic. This is the power of the original God. His power defies logic. He defies any sort of mortal understanding. We do not bother to comprehend it. We accept it. And we will be blessed with joy and peace for all eternity. No more of this war. No more of this suffering. No more of worshipping whichever god you wanted. Any of this religious bite. We will be unified. Yeah. We will be blessed.
There's better ways to accomplish that. Yeah, instead of confusing everyone with logic problems so you can trap him in a barn and kill him for daring to defy you, maybe you should just take him out on a bit of a sea trip.
Well, we understand that simply talking to you does not work for you and your clearly simpleton mind. So how about we show you in our special way? And as she says that, she waves her hand one more time. And you just can't help but fall asleep. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Oh, I knew you were going to say that.
I knew it was coming.
Oh dear.
I admit I kind of forced that, but I've got a good thing planned. I promise.
It's not for damage. Oh no, it's not for damage.
He's like, oh, okay, no, we're not going to die. Wait, but what the fuck does he mean?
It's the terror of the unknown reason as to why the DM wants to know it. They really get you.
Yeah, well, this is just the rules of the sleep enchantment.
Yeah. I mean, Tom, I've got to say, after that session, you have no right to call my cursed items mean.
Sorry, you cut out there. What did you say?
After that session, you have absolutely no right to call my cursed items mean.
None of you are dying. It's not actually hurting you. It doesn't risk killing you yet.
I mean, yeah, it's more just those 3 things just in a row with no breaks.
Hey! You were given a long rest, all right? You were given a long rest.
Yeah, and it was immediately.
I meant
2 encounters per day is about the average.
I meant out of character breaks.
2 or 3 encounters per long rest is the average D&D session. I'm just following the rules here. Don't you blame me.
Can I just say how happy I am that Gadrin's the one that got to stay awake?
That was
Part of me is like, yeah, no, this it has to be Gadrin that learns about this because considering how it's basically the reason that convinced us that you were perfect fit for this campaign. It's just like, yeah, no, it's gonna be Gadrin.
Oh dear.
Anyway, thank you for the session. Yeah.
All right, yeah. So next time, who knows what'll happen?
I had an emotional scene planned for Kai's watch.
Oh, did you?
I just want to put that out there. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
That one,
I guess not everything can go the way you want it
You got to
to.
plant trees instead.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't realize it. You'll have another opportunity. Remember, you got a week's worth of journeying. You'll have other opportunities.
Yeah. All right.
I feel bad now. I ruined a possible emotional moment because I gave like everyone is just like
everyone else had one.
everyone else got a pretty
5
emotional
minute
moment.
loop or
Look, I'm
something
thinking
like
about
that.
like people who they know who've died and that sort of thing, and then you was just like trees attack.
Yeah.
To be fair, you did have a 0 perception.
I did. Yeah.
That's how it happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how they get you.